Welcome to another episode of Every Tenday. This is D&D for families and young adventurers.
Hello.
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 So,
You're getting there.
you find yourself in the chaos of Metropol's streets, just north of the castle ward, and all around you is kind of chaos. Like, wounded civilians are being tended to by healers and being loaded onto stretchers all around you by the White Claw guards. Roads have been cordoned off, so the whole area that you're in, just outside the great library that you were researching in, all is barely ordered chaos, right? People are asking questions. What happened? How could this happen? How could they get through our defenses? There is much kind of what would you call it? Sort of like logistical nightmare going on, with important looking people asking lots of questions. At the moment, overwhelmingly, the streets are packed with these White Claw guards of various different species, in bright armor with white tabards over the top with the sign of the White Claw. Nearby, as the three of you sort of get yourself, how badly wounded were any of you
I
after
was
that?
fully healed by Jake.
I'm fully healed by someone.
I'm more than half dead, but not
More than
like
half dead.
dying.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, you went unconscious, so you fell. You almost died, didn't you, Wendell? When you fell.
Well, it wasn't close.
I didn't fail any death saves or anything. I don't think.
I fell one.
Oh,
Yeah, no, he was nearly dead.
right.
All it would have taken is one successful hit when you'd been down, and you'd have been dead after that fail. So, a sense of the peril that you were in and the fight that you just had, like, it was dangerous. You've just been in combat
3 dragons.
with 3 dragons, one an adult, and it was freaking terrifying. It actually genuinely terrified 2 of you, if I recall, because you failed saves against its frightening presence.
Yeah,
I
I
think
was
you
fine.
2 did. Yeah. So imagine the scenario now. The 2 of you, especially having been succumbed to the fear of the dragon, you're shaken. You know, it was very sudden. The battle was incredibly violent and took place over just a few short minutes. I'm just going to put on some background city music.
We killed 2 dragons, right? And 1 flew away. Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And you've also leveled up.
Yeah.
is great. We always love a bit of a level up.
Yes. My hit points still really low.
But with the severity of that combat, and with no warning apart from the vibrations you felt deep in the underchamber of the library, the violence and the suddenness of that attack has shaken you all. Nearby, there is a sort of a small unit of White Claw sort of assembling in your direction. And not too far away, the very noble, blonde-haired, tall, mithril armoured man that healed you, I think, and also I think healed you.
Maybe.
I think Enid healed him.
Enid healed you.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, maybe.
Before he then fell.
Yeah.
So a lot has happened in, like literally half an hour ago. None of this was taking place. You were downstairs doing your stuff. So it's like half an hour since you were downstairs studying, and all hell has broken loose in the streets. There are a few small fires from the dragon's breath that have caught some of the nearby buildings that are being looked after. Is there anything any of you want to do at this stage?
I assume the bodies of the things we've killed are surrounded by, like, by guards, right?
I mean, there's only so many guard. Like, they're being hustled here. I'd say in total, there's like 100 guard at the moment, but most of them are blocking off streets, trying to get the population wounded off the streets. Carts have been brought in, wounded are being loaded onto them.
Are we able to search the bodies of any of the riders of the dragons, or is that like
Frowned upon.
If you want to try and get to them, you can with an effective stealth check.
I don't really want to be sneaky. I was just wondering how surrounded they are by the guards. Like, are they taking them away already, or?
Things are being like cordoned, but by
Okay.
people. Do you know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
guards are sort of creating
It's chill. I don't need to
perimeters.
check them. I don't need to check.
Okay.
I just didn't know if they'd have anything useful. But it's fine.
So the one dragon you defeated,
Oh, we only defeated one.
that's correct.
2 flew away.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
The green and the red got away.
Right.
The young green and red. But the adult
Yeah.
red lies in the streets. It is a formidable sight. This some 100-foot long serpent-like red dragon. For you, it maybe evokes something slightly different because you know that you have red dragon in your blood somehow. You have this draconic bloodline. So I don't know how you'd feel about this, seeing this crazy beast lying dead. It certainly didn't show you any particular friendliness in the battle, but I don't know.
The baby one. Yeah, the baby one. Like.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you reasoned with it, didn't you? So that it didn't attack you.
Can I try and go up to this big red dragon body?
Yeah. Okay, you walk over. Its head laid out is as long as this room. Like it's a 10-foot long snout. Very long, snappy, like almost crocodilian jaws.
I try and take it too.
Alright, you want to do it surreptitiously or are you okay to do it out in the open?
Yeah, I'm doing it in the open.
Okay.
We did kill this thing.
Um,
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'll say give me a charisma check.
No problem. 12.
That's awesome.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, as you go over and you start doing it, one of the white claw goes, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, is there a problem here?
Well, just be careful. We don't know what else this thing might secrete.
Oh, yeah, I'm careful, alright.
You're doing this as you're soaring out.
Okay.
Okay, you managed to take out one of its main canines. It's probably about this big.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Wow.
18 inches.
You
Nice.
could stab someone with
I
that.
can make a nice dagger out of this that I won't use.
You know
All
how
right,
to
you have
throw
yourself
shit.
a red dragon canine.
Ah, my urge to take eyeballs and stuff.
Is anyone just in this little sort of downtime? Healing, examination.
Yeah. Well,
Do you want to heal it?
How much? Do you want
Yeah, how much do you need?
You used it all on yourself. You don't have any.
I got 5 because it's leveled up.
Yeah, you do have 5. That's true. I'll give you that.
Help cast Dark Healing.
I have. Oh, I can help you out for like a tiny bit of help.
Nearby, Wesley bids farewell to his father, and then when that wraps up, sort of comes over to you guys.
Okay.
He just puts his hand on your shoulders and it's like, my friends, are you okay?
I didn't know you had a
Wesley.
father.
Yeah, he told us.
Oh yeah, I did. Wait,
You
everyone had a father.
Oh, wait.
Well, everybody has a father.
Yeah, that's what I just said. But how have you been doing? What have you been doing?
I'm okay, but are you okay? I saw you fall.
By the looks of,
I tried to catch you. I'm sorry.
sorry, I saw you. That's the last thing I saw. You shedding
You saw
into
like the
left.
palm of my hand. You actually hit it as you went down.
Yeah.
Sickening wet thud on the street. But are you all right?
Wesley,
No.
Yeah.
we don't. know where Enid's gone.
What do you mean he's gone? He's left?
No, like, he got hit and then he like disappeared. I think I don't know what happened.
Happened right in front of me.
What
He dropped his sword and then some guy stole it.
Oh.
Well, I think that was his friend.
Well, no, he had a malicious look about it.
He like called him and it was his friend. But the important thing is I don't know where Enid's gone.
I think he's gone. But
Keep talking amongst yourselves.
Okay.
I'll put this in the freezer.
Oh shit.
Overheating.
Oh man.
great phone.
What do you mean gone though?
Well, Enid had something celestial about him. I saw it from the beginning when I do my divine sense.
Celestial, like not from this world?
Oh, really? You didn't tell us that before.
Well, I was hoping he'd tell us on his own.
I kind of figured that out when he brought down that massive blue guy afterwards.
Yeah. And then the evil blue guy took his sword afterwards. But
didn't he say, "I'm going to take it back to my friend"?
Evil? I don't think the blue guy was evil.
He helped us
how
in the
would you
fight.
even have saw it? You weren't even
He
in the
healed
building.
you, I'm pretty sure.
I was here and
He seemed
I
like a
saw
nice
that
guy.
amazing angelic being
Yeah.
that you're talking about. Not evil blue guy. Insanely amazing, glowing blue angel.
Well, that's he was helping us, but
Certainly
for
seemed
the
to be
wrong
helping.
reasons.
I mean, he kept the red dragon back from
Babe.
literally frying us all.
Yeah, I know.
Evil blue guy.
Yeah, because he.
The important thing is this mean he's dead. Huh?
Well,
Oh. Is he dead then?
Well, it's sad.
He could be somewhere else.
That's sad.
I mean, he's been with us for a while. He's
I've
quite...
I've been with us for a few weeks. Yeah.
when you put it like that, it's not that sad. But yeah,
You don't feel so...
No,
like,
it
we
is.
know this guy, aren't
yeah, it is. But when you say we've known him for a couple of weeks.
But if the manner of his departure isn't, there is no
There's
body,
yeah.
there's no remains, then look, is anyone here smart and knows what happened to him?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay.
Can we make a check? Can I
Make an Arcana check.
Seven.
Okay.
You're
As far as you're
the-
concerned, none of you knew.
That was a 7 though.
That was a 7?
Yeah, that was
I'm pretty sure that was a 1.
That was a 7.
It was that.
Was it?
Yes.
As far as you know, none of you knew that if a dragon breathed on you point blank, you would literally just disappear. So, and that's what you all saw. Like, you all saw basically when the fire thing, there was nothing left. So he got in, as far as you're all aware, he got incinerated.
Oh
But so badly, there's not even ash
my
left.
god! Maybe there was actually...
That's going to stay with me.
Wind scattered it immediately. Oh.
There is no whip. There is no wind.
Can fire do that as it burns?
I don't. Clearly, dragon.
So like it burns the body and then the fire is so hot that it burns the ash as well.
Everything.
I have some hope that he may be still survived.
Okay. I'll go with the evidence I,
I mean-
saw over your wishes, but let's hope
Did you
that.
go... Ah.
But we've got to catch up. I think we're going to be wanted at the
I'm definitely wanted.
the
No.
Palatine.
Someone's definitely wanted.
Lord Earthenchild said that we would be required at the council
Hoops.
Oh.
Is
as a kind of a debrief.
Oh, I think that's the guy who
Yeah, he
helped-
points across. There's that
yeah,
guy over
oh
there.
yeah, he helped me in the battle.
Oh, it's rude to point, by the way.
And you see the tall blonde-haired man, kind of oldish, like late 50s, early 60s, maybe, just going around. He sort of seems to be dispensing healing to those who need it most nearby.
Scarlet, go run up to him.
Okay, you approach him.
Yes.
Okay, he's sort of next to some makeshift cots where there are locals and stuff, and he's just going, muttering a few words, and then you kind of ting 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 ting. He goes, Yes, you helped in the battle just now, didn't you?
Yep.
Your bravery is
Thank you.
much appreciated.
Can you heal me, please?
Oh, you are hurt.
Yes. 28, maybe. If I had to guess.
Wow,
On a scale
I
of
didn't know that's how we did help.
74.
You look like you've got some wounds, so may I lay on my hands?
Yes.
Okay, and he just puts his hands on your arm, and you feel
Lies
this
down.
cooling kind of light go through you that immediately makes you feel better. So you're 28 down from maximum. You are back up to your maximum hit points.
Yay.
What is your name?
Scarlet.
Well, Scarlett, you and your friends, we would very much appreciate it if you could pass on to your friends that this evening at sunset, if you could, and he points, you're in Castle Ward, so you're slightly elevated, and he points across to a large hillock upon which there is a great soaring white marble building. This is somewhere distance off, like 500 feet away. He says, if you report there, tell them that Lord Earthenchild requested your presence for a debrief on today's terrible attack at sunset. If you could pass that on to your mushroom-headed friend and the sentinel,
Sentinel.
the other 8 points at Wendell, I'd be most grateful.
Yeah, I'll tell them.
We'd look forward to seeing you then.
That's cool.
Cool. And then he goes,
He's like an old guy trying to be cool.
yeah, he's like, okay, great, I've got to just go back to healing if that's all right. You look great.
Thanks.
You keep going.
Yeah, I go.
Okay.
Look,
Step on over. Okay.
All right.
who was that rude guy pointing at me?
He said he wants to have dinner with you.
What?
He's,
What?
he said we have to go to a big marble castle to talk to Lord Earthenchild.
He
He
is
was
Lord
Lord Earthenchild, and he said we have to talk to him there and say
Why
something
can't we?
about.
What?
We have to give him a debrief
Why
of
do
what
we have to
happened
go
here.
to a secondary location?
Well, not because they want to know what
It
happened.
makes sense to me. We just attacked through the middle of the sea. What I don't understand is how no scouts or anything saw 3 massive dragons flying into the city, and there
They
was
did.
no advanced warning about it. That's what I'm worried about. Maybe that's what we ought to talk to them about.
We were in a very deep room.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the guards of the city.
I know, but how would we have known if they saw them coming?
You come down and be like,
Look, there's 3 dragons, and now you have to just wait a few minutes.
well, maybe there's a horn that goes, "Ooh," and when the dragons
What if the
come.
horn makes a different noise? What your story is just a horn that you blow? Is that gonna scare away the dragon?
Why are you judging my horn
An
sound?
alert, I think they're talking about.
Yeah.
An alert for the city.
Yeah, I know, but you've alerted the city. That's why there were so many guards here. Anyway,
I don't know how dragons could get right into the centre of a city like this,
Yeah.
unless by magical means.
Oh, right.
I mean,
We've
seen
before
them.
when we have fought
Temple.
these people, they have been like powerful magic people with red cloaks on.
Well, I saw them in the battle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
I
In
remember
Fey
the
one,
Archmage
remember?
was
Yeah.
captured. Who feeble-minded? Somebody feeble-minded.
No, I didn't feel my
It's an 8th level spell. It was
Oh.
Jack.
Oh, Jack.
Jack,
Right.
feeble-minded,
You're
the
Jack.
Archmage. Yeah. Who's been taken off, escorted away. So okay, you're in the middle of the streets. You've probably got something like 4 or 5 hours before the appointed time. Is there anything you want to do during this time?
It's shopping.
No. Okay.
There are lots of people around. I'll tell you who you see just generally.
Okay.
Okay. Are you kind of lingering to see who turns up, what goes on, or are you moving away? Like, what is your general motivations of your characters?
Well, I kind of want to talk to Wesley about what he's been doing, but
Okay.
before that, we can definitely observe what starts to happen here, and then find somewhere to talk.
Okay. So we'll do you talking to Wesley. Is there anything specifically you two want to do?
I don't think that Scarlet would want to be talking to people.
Okay.
I think she's trying to not be seen.
Like hood up.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Yeah. Right. Okay. I will say that you don't see. Well, give me a general perception check. If you're much more aware of your wantedness, Let's see. You'd be a little bit more paranoid.
11.
11. Okay. Yeah, you don't notice any extra eyes on you, although you're a little bit more paranoid anyway. And also, your robes are generally very attention-grabbing anyway, just so you know, because you're literally walking around with like a swirling universe going on around you all the time. So that's happening. But, oh, hang on. Were you wearing another cloak on top of that, or was that your other character? I can't quite
I
remember.
might have put a brown one on top.
I seem to
Because
remember
we
that.
bought a
Yeah.
pack of stuff and there was a cloak in it. So I think when we were just got here, she put that on.
Oh right, to just.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Okay, cool. So we'll say that that's probably still,
On.
yeah, still on. So you're a little bit more blendy inny. Okay. So you're keeping yourself a low profile. So just generally give me a general stealth check. Just to less about actually hiding in a shadow,
14.
more just sort of like keeping up against the wall and keeping your head down. Okay, good. 14. That's good against the guard's perception. Okay. Anything you want to be investigating, talking, interacting?
I'll go get another tooth.
Okay, I'll say at this point no, because there's now quite a big cordon around the dragon itself.
Just walk through it. I
Okay, give me
It kind of helps.
give me intimidation, but it's not intimidation in the you're being aggressive. It's just in the
Authority.
your ability to sort of convey the kind of authority.
That's a 9.
That's like, sorry, my lord, we have to protect the body from the public.
No respect for the elderly.
How old are you?
I can't remember.
46 or maybe 7.
Okay. And you speak to Wesley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wesley, with Enid gone, you guys went off. What did you stick together, or like did you, he can't tell us what any information he found because he's not here.
Oh. Yes. Yes, of course. Well, we went our separate ways not that long after we left you. He helped me get to Davlin, the
Right.
village named after our family. I've been with my family.
Oh, alright.
Um,
So you haven't found any information yourself?
about what?
Well, remember, you guys are going off to find out about. I think Enid mentioned something about another mask that he had connections to or knew about. And
Yeah. No, I was off to my family about the red mask.
Oh, did you find any information about that?
Well, it's up in Xanadar,
Yeah.
Far
I don't
to the
know where
north.
that is.
farthest north. He gets out the map that I showed
Okay.
you. He goes here.
Oh, okay.
It's there. And he actually, at this point, is able to show you exactly where Nevermelt
Is
is.
Xanadar spelled with an X or a Z?
X, yeah.
Yeah.
Xanadar.
Xanadar.
AR, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is that someone mentioned before that it was with gnomes. Is that
it's the greatest gnomish city.
okay.
And
Do you think it's safe there or
well, that's what I went to ascertain. It would seem that various members of my family and old friends are journeying north, perhaps to add some reinforcement.
to the yeah.
It's thought that that's where the next attack will be. If there's to be one, it will be some concerted effort to or siege on the gnomish city.
Okay.
Do you still have the black mask?
Yeah, I do.
Do you not feel totally vulnerable?
Yes, but it's not like we can give it to anyone until we find out about. So we was doing loads of research here while you was away, and we found out quite a bit of information. You was there when we were talking about maybe the safest place for the mask is with the signs of the giant gods,
Yes.
because there was like the giants and the dragons used to like not like each other and probably still don't. So we were finding out about this, and yeah, there's like these things called cradles, and this guy called Pfefferman, and we think his text that he wrote would maybe help us find one of the cradles.
Great.
Yeah, but the thing is, we think that his journals are in a place called Nevermelt. I don't know if you heard of that.
Yeah, he shows you on the map. Yeah, it's right there. It's a ruin.
Did we know that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a ruin.
Yeah, it's a total ruin. It used to be a great library. My grand aunt, hang on, grand aunt or just aunt?
Grand aunt.
My grand aunt.
Great aunt.
Look,
Great aunt. It's not grand aunt. Yeah, great aunt.
Danae, who I've told you about before,
Mm-hmm.
has been there and was there when it was a great library.
Oh, right. And then it just broke.
I don't know. Some disaster happened.
Do you think that the text would still be there? Or
I don't know. Is that what you're going to do next?
I don't know. It's quite a long way to travel without even knowing if any of the information is still intact.
But if that's where it was last,
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. I can't make
Okay,
that decision
okay.
for all of us.
I'm trying to think what I know.
Yeah.
All I know is that the Red Mask is in Xanadar, that there is a great contingent of metallic dragons helping guard the gnomish city.
All right.
It is about as fortified as any place can be. I passed on that we have one, and that
To who?
to my family.
Okay.
But they are obviously, they know the location of the red one, and so they are looking to reinforce that whatever way they can.
So we have the red one. No, we have the black one. We know where the red one is.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 others.
They have the blue and the green, don't they? The enemy have the blue and the
Yeah,
green.
yeah, we knew that. So then the white one. That,
Which we don't know where it is.
Well, Enid said he was gonna go try and see about it, but we don't have him here to talk to.
Well, is there any way you could speak to somebody who's fallen?
I personally couldn't.
That's what we need to find out.
Yeah.
I know that communing with the dead might be a thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so, maybe. I personally don't have that power, but I think maybe one of these guys might. I'm not sure.
I don't. Maybe he does.
No.
Maybe someone else.
You
Maybe
can't do speak with dead?
Beautiful
No.
castle.
Maybe Jake. I mean, I don't know that.
You need to have a body for that anyway.
What about? Oh. Okay.
Sending?
Yeah, but we think he's dead. So, do you know something?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
Well, if you guys are low on information, then you can use the time to try and
Yeah.
speak to people and get more information.
Yeah. Okay.
There are. Let me tell you who's around. Right. So, Lord Earthenchild is still
Wait,
on the
did Jack
ground.
go already?
Sorry,
Jack went already.
Jack went. yeah.
Oh man.
There's also quite a portly, very old-looking man who seems to look like a wizard. He was certainly slinging spells during the battle.
Yeah.
That's Cameron
Yeah.
Gower Spring.
Okay.
You also see a very old lady, very old, like, man, how old would she be now? Yeah, she looks like in her 80s. A human in her 80s, walking around with the robes of Solaris, the god Solaris, goddess of light and healing and kind of goodness, walking around, and she also is going to many of the wounded. There are hundreds of wounded. You know, you can't have that many dragons land in such a populated place and not have wounded. So You see that lady. Did you see them? Yeah. And you also see a dwarf. You can't tell how old they are,
Okay.
but a dwarf also, and both the old lady and the dwarf have like a bodyguard around them.
Okay.
But they seem to be going around and doing a lot of healing and a lot of talking. Like they seem to be influential.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's 3 influential people that you can see: a male dwarf, an old, very austere, very conservative-looking human woman in robes of Solaris, and Lord Earthenchild,
Okay.
this shining sort of paladin.
Okay.
I'm just going to get my phone from the freezer. So, like I said, you've got several hours if you want to do anything, or if you just want to kind of like make yourself scarce and regroup somewhere else. It's completely up to you
I
guys.
think
You
it's
talk amongst
worth-
yourselves.
Okay, so that lady over there looks like she knows about healing. I don't know if she knows about dead people, but Enid's dead, so maybe she would be
But
able
we
to.
don't know that he's dead.
We you're Arcana check. We think he died.
Yeah, remember, you
We
think,
suspect he's dead.
apart from
We
you,
can think what we want.
remember when you sent Celestial, what that meant to you was, this is a being from the positive planes, not of this world. That's definitely the sense you got. He's not human. So you can confident. What's your intelligence again? It's quite high, isn't it? 12. Oh, okay. No, it's still plus though, right?
The
Plus what?
lowest intelligence of
So you're able to articulate to you two. Wendell's able to articulate to you. Wendell wasn't. Sorry, Enid isn't human.
Okay.
That's what he's telling you. But of course, he appeared human to you two.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of weird.
I mean,
And-
like, I'm not human. I can still die. So.
Yeah. So the way he would articulate is like you. He's not from this plane.
Yeah.
He is from the positive planes.
Got it.
But not the
But
Fae,
to-
not the
To
Shadowfell.
me, that would be like, I'm from a different plane. I could still die. So I think maybe he could still die.
He's a different type of being. Is the
Yeah.
best that he would describe it to you,
Okay.
I would say. So you don't know what that means in terms of life and death.
Okay.
I don't think you would have any reason to assume he would still be alive.
Yeah,
You
that
saw a
sounds
dragon
fair.
point blank breathe on him, and he vanished.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna go to the lady who looks like she's got bodyguards. I'll approach cautiously over to the lady who's doing lots of healing.
I'd say generally after this attack, word has got round as a result mainly of Lord Earthenchild kind of putting out stuff that you three are sort of significant and not to be, you'd have been
Okay,
identified,
yeah.
all 3 of you. Okay.
Alright.
So you're approaching. Are you all approaching, or one of you, or what do you want to do?
Well, I'm definitely approaching. You guys can come if you want.
I don't feel like talking to anyone else.
Okay.
What he was healing people, Lord Earthenchild, wasn't he?
Earthenchild and this lady.
They're all healing. These 3: the dwarf,
Oh,
the old woman.
Great. I'll just go. If they're healing people, are they by each other? The lady and the dwarf.
No, they're in different
Okay, I'll
parts.
just
This
go
is-
to the lady. I'll go to
Okay.
the lady.
All right. You approach the lady. She, like I said, she quite a severe look to her.
Okay.
But underneath the severity, there is a background, sort of almost melancholic, kind eyes.
Okay.
And at the moment, she's just putting her hand on the forehead of her.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for her to finish that.
Okay. Where else? And she turns and she sees you nearby.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
daughter.
My name's Rowan.
Are you hurt?
Oh no, sorry. Are you?
That's not an old enough voice. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. He helped me out. But Lord Earthenchild helped me out. But I can't help but notice that you're healing a lot of people.
Yes.
I didn't know if you knew about dead people.
Know about dead people?
Yeah.
I have been around many who are dying.
So our friend got.
Many who have passed.
I'm sorry.
Continue, child.
I'm sorry to hear that. But our friend got breathed on by the dragon and he disappeared. Now I think he's dead, but I don't know if I've heard that some people can talk to dead people.
I would need a. What if you got breathed on by a dragon?
He disappeared. There's no ash. There's not even any bones.
Oh. That's most unfortunate.
Does that mean you can't?
My commiserations with you, my child.
Does that mean you can't help me?
Without a body, I cannot speak with the dead.
Oh. Okay.
What is it that you want?
To speak to the dead? I have a right to speak to my friend that died? Well, okay, basically he went off and...
Make a persuasion check, because you could be coming across as just someone who's lost their mind cause they've lost their mate. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no! I
Go on.
definitely come across as that. Wait, persuasion? 4.
Okay. She's going to cast calm emotions on you. Do you allow her to?
Sure!
Okay, she goes, you are clearly Solaris. Help calm our friend in this time of attack. And you feel a soothing, and you feel all of your emotions calm down. You feel much more calm and centered. Death can be terrible trauma, especially when it involves those we love. I suggest you take pause to remember your friend and enjoy and celebrate the time that you had with them.
Oh, okay. What would your advice be if...
Literally, she was going to leave and then she... Yes.
What would your advice be if... Sorry, what's your name, by the way?
I am Mia Hoffrene.
Mia...
Well, actually, she wouldn't say
How
that.
do you spell
I am Lady Hoffrene.
Lady...
Do you remember her from Campaign 1? She was the palace healer. Yeah.
Okay, I just
No,
made
I
up
don't.
the spelling.
Old lady. now.
Name. What would your advice be if, like, your dead friend went off to find information, though they were meant to tell you, and then they come back before they can tell you, they get breathed on by a dragon?
Make another persuasion check.
Okay.
This one, yeah, I'll take this one
It's
for
fucking
the rest of the encounter, okay?
Okay.
Is that a 1?
It's a 4, which is a fucking 6.
I'm sorry, she
It's
goes,
okay.
what would I, hang on,
I kind of
what
start
would
to
I
lose
do?
it.
Well, wait a minute. No, your emotions are calm, you're
Oh,
okay, you
okay.
do that quite calmly.
Yeah, even with
I would,
The Tanner cry.
the Tango singing.
in such cases, I commune with my goddess.
Oh. Okay. I don't have a goddess. So,
Oh, you do.
what?
You do have a goddess.
No.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I have this. I pull out a
That's
statue of a
what-
law. It like this?
Oh. Is this your goddess,
No,
child?
no. I just wondered if you thought that it was.
That is
my
a
goddess.
false idol.
Oh, we found it in a cave. It's not mine. I just put it back.
Wanted to scare you.
Yeah. No, found it in the cave. But I don't have a goddess. What are you talking about?
You do. You are watched.
I'm watched.
This gaslight.
I'm watched.
If you listen to that still silent voice within in those moments when you have questions,
So the thing is, like,
You are-
when I have questions, the voice within it isn't really still and silent. It's like floating around. It's like, hello, you know? Do you ever get that?
I have others who are hurt
Of
that I need
course.
to tend
They're
to.
dying.
Of course.
They're dying,
Please.
May Solaris' blessing be upon you.
Thanks. Alright, bye, Lady Hoffrene.
Okay, good.
I'll go back over.
But you did get a clue from that. She said that she would commune.
Oh, okay. I'll go back.
So commune is a you may or may not remember is a spell that enables you to
No,
get
I
yes no answers
Yeah,
from your
yeah.
deity. So it's a clue.
Okay.
All right. Anyone want to speak to anybody else?
I'll speak to the Lord Earth and shout again.
Well,
I go
that's
back
okay.
over.
Okay, you go back
Wait.
over. This is getting awkward. Okay, he's like, oh, hello again. Are you hurt so quickly?
Do you know how to talk to dead people?
Yes or no?
Just answer it. Just answer me immediately. Let me just see.
It's not on the Paladin spell
Hello.
list.
Do you know how to talk to dead people?
No, it's not on the Paladin spell list.
Oh no, I'm looking up other things. Do you always start conversations this way?
Not really.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways to speak. There's lots of
Okay.
words.
Well, I don't know how to speak to them, but I can raise them.
Ask if they need a body.
Do you need a body for that?
Yep.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Wait, do you know anyone else who might know how to talk to dead people without the body?
Points across at
No.
without the body.
Yep.
Speak to Lady Hoffrenay. And he points across to the old lady.
He's
Okay,
talking.
thank
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Okay, I'll go to Lady Hoffman.
Okay, you go over. Literally, you've walked away and then you come up. Have you lost someone too, my child?
Same
I
person.
haven't, I know where everyone is. Not, well, do you know how to speak to dead people?
I just got asked that.
Well,
This is a strange day.
This is the charismatic leader of our group.
You are the most charismatic as well.
Have you lost
That's how
anyone?
she
I
goes.
know where
It just
everyone
comes up, a
is.
stranger just comes up. It's so autistic, isn't it? Just comes straight up. Do you know how to speak to
No,
dead
it's
people?
the have you lost anyone? I know where everyone is.
what does she?
I can. Yes, with a body I can. Funnily enough, I
Okay,
just
well-
spoke to your friend about this.
How do you know we're friends?
It was pointed out that the three of you were associates.
Oh, okay.
And that
Well,
you served the city well
yeah.
in the combat.
Well, we don't have a body. Do you know anyone that would know how to do that without a body?
Points at Jake.
Your friend wasn't very clear about this. Can you roll a persuasion check?
Your friend wasn't very clear.
16?
16, nice, a decent roll. Okay, so look, without a body, I cannot speak to the deceased. But what is it that you want to find out?
The guy that disappeared had a bunch of. Well, we don't know, but we think he had a bunch of information about another. Well, hang on. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but we need to. There's another mask that he knew about, so he went off to see if he could find it, or find someone who has it, or just anything about it. So he came back during the fight, so we didn't get that info out of him before he, just vanished. So yeah.
I cannot ask your fallen friend, but I can ask a greater power and maybe find out some information.
Okay, yes, do that, please. I can give you some money.
Oh.
Your money is not necessary,
Okay.
but I appreciate that. I will not do it now.
Oh.
You seem to be somebody that likes things straight away, and I appreciate your impatience. Certainly, this the administration of this city takes a long, long time and is burdened with red tape. So I appreciate your candor. It will be something I will do later. I assume that you are being debriefed at the council chambers later.
Yep.
Well, at what time?
He did sunset, if you will.
Sunset. In which case, come with your friends and clear questions an hour before sunset to my chambers.
Okay.
I am Lady Hoffrenay, Lady Mia Hoffrenay. I will be expecting you an hour before sunset.
Okay, we'll see
Alright.
you there. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go up to her.
Okay, she starts healing again.
I got a strange question for you here.
Hello.
So
Blessing of Solaris upon you, my son.
I'm gonna no. But so we need to talk with someone who may or may not be alive. Can you talk with people over vast distances? Like a string with a tin can on the end, but they don't,
Not that at all.
but not like that.
Yes, I can, but I would have to know this individual.
Can I describe him to you?
Not really. Hang on a second.
You carry a picture of Edith.
I'll paint you I haven't done that much painting recently. I haven't practiced.
Hang on a second.
A collage.
She
A
casts.
collage. Collage of Edith.
Well done. You found the
The man that this woman was tending to is dead. She hasn't got a chance.
Oh no.
As you're speaking to her,
Oh god.
She just bumped into
Attacks me.
Yeah.
okay, good. Hang on a second. She's looking at you kind of funny.
Was she making an attack roll?
No, hang on a second. Just got to figure out this spell. As she's talking to you, she just reaches into her pouch. She goes, you know, yoink, and she's got this sort of ointment on her fingers, and she goes like this, and then whispers a few words and prayers, and then looks back at you.
So as
And
you
her
say-
eyes take on an even greater sadness as she looks upon you. And she goes, you are in need of healing, my son.
I've actually not got a cut on me.
I don't mean
So-
healing of the flesh,
Oh.
healing of the heart.
Listen, right now I just want to talk to my friend. He had very serious information about something, and I'm not in the mood for family therapy at the moment. But
You are a paladin of the Sentinels.
actually, it's the Watchers.
The
People keep
Watchers.
getting that
Sorry,
wrong.
the Watchers. I sometimes confuse. So, but we often call you the Watcher or the Sentinels. You guard this realm, yes? She's sort of ushering you away now, and the two of you are standing. She's sort of talking in whispered
I'm
tones.
trying, but I'm not doing a very good job. Apparently.
I see great bravery in you, but I see great sadness as well.
Yeah, we're all a bit sad, but listen, can we please go back to the topic at hand, dear?
She leans in very close to you, and she says, "Hang on, I need a name. Sorry, 2 seconds. I need to just get a name." Okay. She whispers in, she says, "Seek out Avogadro. Avogadro."
Who does he know my friend? Or
I'm not talking about your friend at the moment. Seek out Avogadro of the Watchers here in the city, if you can.
there's more? I didn't know there was
There
so
are
much.
Watchers. He may be here, he may not. But seek him out. And ask him this. Who oversees the Watchers? The power behind your powers may not be as pure as it seems, my son.
Are you accusing me of heresy?
No. I say that it's simply this. The power that you wield. She comes in really close now. She goes, the power that you wield may not be clean. There is a vengeance to it. And vengeance is sourced often by the lower planes.
Alright, thank you for your time. I'll go speak to this man. If I get
Avogadro.
That's not what you said the first.
Avogadro.
Oh yeah.
Like avocado.
God
But
damn it!
Gadro.
I was charging that joke up.
Avogadro.
Okay.
Seek them out. If they're not here in the city,
Thanks.
you will find them.
Thanks for the help with something I didn't really ask for. But thank
Don't
you.
be so rude.
Oh, sorry. I'm a bit sad that my friend's dead, but you know.
Well,
Thanks.
I will be speaking to you later about this.
Oh yeah.
I will be helping you as best I can.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
we say thank you.
I was about to, but I haven't left yet.
And then she gives a little cheeky smile.
Oh.
I am only teasing.
Oh,
Blessings of Solaris upon you, my son.
Yep. Thank you.
No.
Alright. Go back.
Okay, so we found all the different information we got from the same lady.
Yeah,
Right, so...
she's exhausted.
Alright,
I got
so
nothing.
she says that we have to find an avocado.
And she said we gotta see her before sunset.
You're not 6 intelligence. You would not say that.
What did you say?
We have to see her chamber before bedtime. No, sunset. Sunset.
The 3 idiots. That is the name of your adventuring group.
And right before we talk to the man, Lord Earthenchild, that's when we have to see her. And she
Oh,
said
alright.
she's expecting us, so I guess
Did
we
she
can't
ask
let her
anything
down.
to
She
prepare?
didn't tell us to bring anything.
Yes, she asked us to prepare something.
Did she?
An avocado.
I'm joking, because you know this information.
Oh,
Good
of course,
question.
but she did tell us to
She
remember
told me
some
completely
quick
different
questions.
stuff. She said I
She
need to
said-
find some guy called Avodrado.
It felt private when she said that to you, by the way. It felt very.
He said I need a. I should.
It was very personal.
Did
It was
you
to
get
you.
anything about, Edith?
Yeah, all the same stuff you got.
I didn't
Well,
get
you don't know what we
anything.
got. But
Alright,
she might be able to help us with
at
it
bedtime.
right before. With clear questions, so I guess
Oh,
we
alright.
have to figure out what we're gonna say.
Okay.
She didn't really specify on. She wasn't very clear on those, but the thing is before.
I guess
Yep,
we
in
asked
the
like...
castle. I think down the end.
We don't know where her court is.
I thought she meant like it's down the end of the other side of where we're going in the castle.
Yeah, her chambers are at the council
Yeah.
building,
okay.
at the castle,
Got
yeah.
it, got it. Okay, how long do we have until this meeting?
Those conversations, I'm going to say, took 2 hours.
Great.
No, you can fast time if you've got nothing else to do.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't think
Can you get, there's Coke Zero in the end cupboard. Can you bring it through, please? Oh, thanks. Is there anything else you want to do in this time? You've spoken to Mia Hoffrenay, spoken to Lord Earthenchild.
I guess I'll speak to the
Please don't guess, I'll.
I really don't have anything to say.
That's okay.
Well, it'll be inappropriate to go shopping, so...
That's the shops of shop nearby, like early
Can I check
closing.
if Kraskell's still alive?
Yeah, you do. You ask her. I mean, that takes you a while, but yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Great.
Good.
Ain't you, my dear? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. He comes out to see you. That was terrible. What
Alright,
was that
good.
all about?
Free dragons. Yeah.
I saw him.
Yeah.
We fought them.
I ran.
2 flew
Most
away.
terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. You disappeared for a little bit in that fight. Where'd you go?
Some space place.
Oh, with your robes.
Yep. I don't know where it is.
Crazy.
But it was
But it was fun.
it was just space, like as in there was just space everywhere, like as in like I had space. I
Did
was
you
just
breathe?
flying- Yeah, I breathed. Well, I could breathe. I don't know if I was. I think I was. I think
I was breathing.
I would know if I wasn't.
Yeah.
Where's the other guy? Is he not
The dwarf.
Yeah.
There's a dwarf, yeah, and
Never mind.
a dwarf healer. Tight braided beard. Hair severely pulled back into a tight multi-plait into one, at the back. They seem to be the important people, and there's a very old-looking wizard, a portly, quite fat wizard.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Okay.
Hello.
I can't remember his accent. Hang on a second.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. My name's Rowan. I help with the dragons. I was just wondering, like, how
Thank you for helping protect the city.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Are you a citizen?
No. I'm actually not from this plane of existence, so I'm definitely not a citizen here. Unless you want to give me citizenship, that's fine.
Well, such things can be discussed.
Okay. But I was just wondering how they got in here, like, and no one noticed.
This is very much our question as well.
Yeah, because, like, usually guards would see 3 giant dragons flying from the sky, right?
Powerful magics were cast. Perhaps invisibility.
On a dragon.
We don't know. They may even have been
Here the whole
through
time.
some arcane transportation. The young ones, that is.
Right, okay. Well. Okay. I think.
Do you have information that could help?
Like what?
Help us understand.
How they got here?
Yeah. Or
Well.
why they are here.
Oh. No. I don't know why.
Perception check.
Deception. I get advantage on these. Okay, doesn't matter. 13.
Well, I'm sure we will be speaking to you in due course.
Yeah.
Good day.
Alright.
What do you have to say?
He said, "Do you know any information?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Good day."
Maybe he's the guy that let the dragons in.
Whoa, powerful magics! He
You
did
got the
say
coat
powerful
though?
magics!
Oh,
It could be
Thanks,
powerful
Sam.
magics. Or
And
maybe
he-
someone
he
gave the
like-
guards a bunch of money to not report dragons flying or something.
I
Maybe
think
they're in on
that
it.
guy. I probably don't
Yeah,
remember.
he
I think
wants in
he.
on the dragon masks.
I think
That's
he brought the
sneaky
dragons
man.
in.
Yep. He mans the watch.
Now that's a leap. You went straight there. It's him.
Rude.
Don't like
so
him.
we don't like
Can I borrow your pencil for a sec,
Yeah.
please?
Where is it then?
There you go.
Chisel. Okay.
Okay, we don't have anything else to do. Can we
Alright,
just
cool.
sit
Yeah,
around
you fast
and
time. Alright.
We'll
Help out,
You
wasn't I?
exit from the. You want to stay around and help?
Sure, I'll do
Okay,
that.
then you're asked to start help shifting because you look strong to them.
If anyone's trapped under rubble or whatever, I'll help.
Yeah, there's some of that
Yeah.
going on, and just clearing up the streets of like some of the larger bits of
Yeah.
debris, like the chunks of marble and that kind of thing.
I'll help with that.
So if you want to stick around for a few hours and help do that,
Yeah.
that would be great. All right, that'll give you a +1 overall to any charisma checks you
Okay.
make later on.
Let me write
You are
that
thought
down.
of in higher regard by
Thank you.
all the people involved.
Okay.
So good stuff. You guys want to do anything in the remaining hours before?
Not really.
I don't know.
No? Cool. Okay. You go in a cafe then
Yeah, I'm
have
outside.
muffins.
Sleeves rolled up.
You're working. You're like, hey guys. Oh, it's just you.
I always
Wesley
help
sticks
people.
around and
I
helps
always
as well.
wanna help people.
What the hell? Of course, weakling Wesley sticks around to lift rubble and
What's
stuff.
Wesley's
Wesley has 14 strength, which gives him a +2.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
that's some pretty good stats actually.
Alright, so if me and Wesley can chat while we're doing that.
Okay, yeah, great.
So how did it go with your family then? Was it
Good.
good to
I
see?
mean, as I've said before, as well as it can be when your family are legends.
Oh right, you were trying to kind of get away from that, weren't you?
I was, but I've had to. I've realised perhaps that was my problem, not theirs.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I said. I think if everyone around you is significant when you grow up, it doesn't help you feel particularly significant.
Yeah. No, I can
So-
definitely see how that would be.
I've done some work on that while we've been away.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you had a good visit.
Yeah, I think you either embrace what you have been given, the cards you've been given, including your family, or you toss in your hand, you reject what you've been given. I think what I've been doing for too long is perhaps rejecting what I've been given, even though I've been given a great hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think what I've been given is. But yes, I got to see the cathedral.
Oh, the one that everyone's building, you said.
Yeah.
Is it finished yet?
No, but it's beautiful.
How long has it been being built for?
4 decades now.
That's crazy. How does it? That's insane.
Well, you know what I learned is magic can build these things much faster, but faith.
And they're not using magic.
No,
Wow.
they're using faith. They're using faith, and they're using strength and muscle and communionship and comradeship and community to build it. And so it's wonderful. I helped for a little while. All of the outside is done, and it is the most amazing. It's one of the most amazing buildings I've ever seen.
That sounds amazing.
To behold it brought tears to my eyes. I must say.
I would like to see it.
And what I found particularly beautiful was that now much of the work is on the inside.
Right, like furniture.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and carvings and things. And it made me think very much about, again, how we're put together. Like we're all born fine on the outside and complete on the inside, and much of our life is about filling in the inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that was a bit like what it was like at the cathedral. That's the sense I got, anyway.
I'd really like to see it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And yes, I got to speak to Danae. I haven't spoken to her for several years,
Wow.
and it's weird because, well, it's all at once strange how somebody can seem so familiar to you and so homely and yet so otherworldly all at once.
Otherworldly?
Yeah.
Would you, like,
Well,
I'm otherworldly, I'm from, like...
Yeah, but a bit like the blue angel that we saw
Oh, right.
that came down. I
Yeah.
could not concentrate on fighting while that angel was there. Could you? Did you notice it?
Yeah, I mean, he was resplendent.
It was so resplendent. I mean, it was like a thing of majesty.
It's like all, like...
It really was, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And that power, the realm that comes from, the celestial realms, the upper planes, the
Oh, is your great aunt blue then?
no, she's not blue.
Ah.
This is what I mean. She looks like you and I. But there is something about her, and anyway, I got to tell her about to talk to her about the masks and about Tiamat.
Oh, did she have any information? Did she have anything?
Not that she shared with me,
Right.
but it felt good to pass it on to know that there potentially are others who maybe have our back,
Yeah.
or if they don't have our back, at least know what's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we still have the black mask? We do, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Who's
think,
got it?
Did I have it? Who's have it? Who's got the bag of holding?
Wendell.
I think Wendell's carrying it
Okay.
in the bag of holding. Yeah, I just don't know if we should tell these people.
I don't know whether we should go. Oh,
I don't know if we should tell these people that we're carrying a dragon mask and that we're the reason the city got attacked.
I think we shouldn't just tell people on the street. No.
No. But
No.
should we tell the people when we get
I think we stand to gain more by telling than we do by secrecy, because it seems to me like we're being found wherever we are when the four of us are together. Anyway.
That's true. And they even came to the Fae, so I agree.
We are hunted, and we will continually be hunted until
We find out
the mask is in safer hands. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
But anyway, I really think we should get back to work.
Yeah. Yeah, we continue. Okay.
What did you find out in the library?
Well, I kind of explained a bit earlier.
Oh, the cradle.
Yeah,
Right.
cradles. There's more than one, and I think they're across the whole the whole place, the whole thingy, the world.
The world.
Yeah, this world.
This wonderful world of wonder.
Wonder, yeah. There's like 9 of them, I think.
9 cradles.
Yeah, and they're like the signs of the giant gods are like they're like the defenders of the avatar of the gods. That's what I heard. Look, I'm not well versed in godly things at all.
You
It's just-
sound pretty well versed.
well, we read about it for like 5 days, so
Oh,
I
wow.
should hope I sound a little bit well versed. But there's like you know the different types of giants.
Yeah.
There's like a god for each of them, and then each of the gods have their own scion. Yeah, and there's 5, so that's like equal to how many dragon masks there are.
You just said there were 9.
No, 9 cradles, 5 giant gods, and 5 scions.
Oh, right.
But 9 cradles.
You sure about that?
Yeah, 1 giant for each dragon mask.
But what about these cradles? You sure there's one? Not
There's
just
9.
One. I don't know whether
Why are
that's
there
true.
9?
I don't think that's true.
I wrote exactly what was said. Okay, maybe there's 5 cradles.
That sounds better.
Okay, alright. 5
That
cradles.
seems logically better.
5, yeah, because there's for each giant god. It was really said that there was 9, but okay.
Let me check. Here.
I wrote it down as well.
I
Yeah.
think there's a rubber in the bottom pocket of that bag over there. You see like the pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't write the number.
Well, let me see, because I wrote.
Yes, let me check my book. Yeah.
Each type there's 9 places called a cradle. I wrote down 9.
All Father, Papa, our sons, isn't it? Scions of giants gods are enormously powerful beings who infuse the world around them with primeval magic. No, it's 5.
5 cradles. Because I know there's 5 scions, but I thought
Each cradle holds the scion.
So 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's a cradle of the hill scion,
Yeah. I
cradle
knew
of the
that there
cloud
were 5
scion,
scions,
yeah. Cradle of the, oh yeah, I bookmarked it. Cradle of the stone scion, and then there's a cradle of the storm scion,
Yeah, for each
and
type.
cradle of the fire scion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of those things
Oh, and cradle of the frost scion, what are we up to?
that's more. Wait, is it?
Wait up. Let's do this real time. Ready? Frost,
Yeah.
fire,
Yeah.
storm,
Yeah.
stone,
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Hill.
cloud,
Cloud? What?
hill.
Okay, 6.
6, there you go, 6.
What the
Oh,
hell?
don't worry. It's just a little detail. Just revise your thing. Don't kick off about it.
What the hell?
6.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's not 9 cradles or 5 scions.
Right.
There's
I'm confused.
6. There's
6 of them.
six.
So where does 9 come in?
I don't know, or 5. I don't know.
Sounds like you're Dungeon Master's an idiot.
What? Yeah, so there's 6 of them, and then there's like 1 for each mask, but there's only 5 masks. There's only 5 masks.
Right.
But there's 6 scions.
Great.
I thought there was 1 scion for each mask, but there isn't, because that doesn't.
Well, no. Remember we said it's not like there's a scion allotted to a mask.
No,
It's just that.
I mean the type of. It says
they
the
would
type
be-
of the elemental
Yes,
forces.
yes.
There's 1 for each mask.
Correct.
But there's 6 elemental giant
That's
forces
correct.
and 5 masks.
But one of them's going to be.
Maybe there's a long lost mask or something.
There might be. There might be.
So that's what I know. I thought I knew. And there's this guy called Pfefferman, who's a GIF. GIF.
Right.
I can't say it with my accent.
GIF.
GIF. And he had like journals.
Animated GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GIF. He had journals, and as I said, in Nevermelt.
Great. So they're our next clue of where they
Yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. All right. You chat. You move stone.
Move.
Hours pass.
Yeah.
The sun starts to set. It's about an hour,
Oh,
nearly an hour before sunset.
Let's get going.
All right.
Wait, we need questions.
Wendell,
We
we
need
need
Wait,
to
wait,
leave
wait, wait.
this cafe.
You've been
But I'm
sitting
having so
there.
much fun.
You've been
I think the
sitting
whole
too long.
shop front of the cafe is like destroyed in. You're just sitting in the rubble,
With your pinkies out.
drinking tea like a couple of idiots.
What are you
Right.
getting, Scarlett, from the coffee shop?
I'm having a peach.
The owner's dead, so you're behind making the coffee yourself.
We're taking the
Yeah, you're
sausage
literally
rolls
just reaching over. Like, it's on the stove. It's
Sausage
not.
roll.
He's like dead on the counter.
Just like that.
You sweet.
Alright, I'm having a... What does that say? I'm
That
having
says cheese toast.
It's singed.
Yes.
I'm
It just says
mochaccino.
Chino at the end. You can't read the rest.
a mocha. I'll have that one. Who do I order from?
You have to make it yourself kind of place.
Scott, please give me a
Is this one of
performance
those-
check for how well you make
Is
coffee.
this one of those they order from
I
you
would say.
in restaurants?
Okay, let's see.
Just wait the look. Give me the hell action.
Is this 6 or a 9?
That's 9.
Okay, 14.
14. Nice performance check.
This is one of those
You
want,
make
they
a
order from
great
you.
coffee.
Oh, thank
Scarlett actually does do you a great
You work
coffee.
here?
And there's some old, slightly dusty muffins.
When's the paycheck coming in?
Well, no, it's just that you pay them, but you do it yourself. Like,
Oh.
The owner's dead there. They are dead on the floor. You are drinking coffee around
I'll
a dead guy.
I'll leave a 1 silver piece tip.
Okay.
I'm the one that made it. And he gets
While you're there drinking, deciding on who pays, some guards come in and remove the body. Mia also
Hey, he was
comes in
serving
and
us.
just sees you two, just like,
He was serving us. He was serving.
He was so.
he died of your questions. Okay. Alright. The hours pass and you head off through Castle Ward. Away from the Scholar's Hold, Vault of the Learned, away from all of that, and up to the castle.
Marble Castle. Is this the castle we're going to? The actual castle? I thought it was like.
It's been converted
Oh,
because
right.
it's not
so,
a kingdom
to a
anymore.
military kind of thing.
Yeah, it's been well. It used to be military and royal,
Yeah.
but since this place stopped being a what would you call that? Ocracy. What is that? Something that's run by.
Kingocracy.
No, what do they actually? A kingdom. Since it stopped being a kingdom. Sorry. Since it stopped being a kingdom, it became a free republic.
Kingocracy.
Yeah, that seems
Kingocracy. That's so
right.
bad.
That seems right.
Why are we so stupid today?
Your pen.
Because you said ocracy. And
I
thought
just
that's the
gave you
only
my
option.
pencil.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Right, Carl, a little bit serious now. Don't be divs. Right, here we go.
Is there like a pen behind you?
No.
You haven't
Why do you
checked.
need a pen?
No. I'll say you all get a short rest if anyone wants it for restoration of any particular slots or anything.
Not particular.
Alright, cool.
You get spots with
no.
Alright.
Gets anything.
Get your characters' game faces on and this world's larks aside as we head up towards through Castle Ward and up to what used to be the castle, the main castle in this kingdom, has now been repurposed for the council. So these are now the main council buildings. There are various cloisters that have been repurposed to be the homes, the residences of the main councillors. So it is like a vast, sprawling commune for all of the main lords and ladies of the city. through asking around and taking some time, you are led. Firstly, you are led in to the soaring marble building. The vaulted ceilings are really put forward a sense of peace, a sense of contemplation. The halls are quiet. The scholars, attendants that walk to and fro, walk quietly, soft-footedly. People speak in hushed tones as they walk past in small groups, maybe discussing various matters of state. And you have an escort of 2 White Claw guards that take you down these long corridors that look out on one side, look out into an inner courtyard of beautiful trees and with sprouting cherry blossoms and planters that are being tended to by monks and healers. The sense is one of real calm, peace, contemplation, but well ordered as well. The long corridors are beautifully carved, again, vaulted ceilings 30 feet high. The sculpture has something of an elven influence to it. And you know that these are some of the oldest buildings of this part of the settled, the pioneering races that settled here, mainly human. These are some of the oldest buildings. Some of the White Claw are, well learned in this and become almost like
Tour guide.
yeah, like tour guides, and they start telling you when the humans from Vidal, sorry, Vidal,
That's Lulut's name.
first settled here. All of the region was open grass plains with the grass elves and the huge, vast forests of the wood elves, and many of the human settlers took influence in their architecture and in their style. This is why so much of the sculpture, and they gesture around, is so almost organic. And it does seem that way. The columns are not so directly fluted as would be, vertically fluted with right angles as would be the dwarven architecture and much human architecture. Instead, there are curving lines. There are very few right angles you can see in the sculpture. Everything is quite fluid, high, vaulted, sprawling. As you look up, there is it almost looks like looking up into a canopy of trees, but instead it is beautifully carved stone. And just your footsteps echo in the hallways as you walk along. You are led this way and that until you get to an area that is assigned to Lady Hoffrene's chambers and quarters. There are myriad rooms here that are for her. There is a small chapel, there is administrative rooms, and then there are an area for her private chambers. You are asked to wait for a short period with the White Claw clear you for entry. You are ushered through, again, beautiful, almost leaf-shaped double wooden doors into a plush, deep reds and blues in terms of all of the rugs and the carpets and the pillows and the curtains. Everything in here speaks of warmth, contemplation. In her private chambers, as you are ushered in, there is an area with an open seating area, and all around you see the sign of a sun, Solaris, the sign of Solaris, goddess of light, goddess of love, goddess of healing and purity. And everything has been set up in here such that as the light streams through the quite high up windows in this room, as the light streams through, it seems to hit these areas of worship, these what do you call them when you set up a little shrine? These little shrines all around the room. Seems to be multiple of them, and the light perfectly hits the shrine with the sun symbol, this golden symbol, such that the dust particles in the room, and there is quite a mustiness, but there is also background smells of peach and fresh flowers as well in the air as you sit down. And you can see the dust particles through the streams of light coming through the high up windows. Through a set of red curtains, Mia Hoffrenay comes. She has changed into slightly more stately robes than she wore on the street for her kind of rolling up her sleeves and healing people that needed it. She comes through. Ah, heroes of the city. You had many questions today. Welcome.
With one question.
I'm Lady Hoffrenay. Who are you?
I introduced myself earlier, but I'm Rowan Amanita. Your quarters are really nice and beautiful.
Thank you. They do keep me very comfortable here.
It smells really good in here.
It smells alright.
And you?
Scarlet. That is my name. Fyrian. Sorry. Yep. And that is Wendell.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm him.
So yeah.
son of the Watchers.
Yeah, I am a watcher. Yeah.
And you? And Wesley introduces himself.
Yeah.
So, how can I help? Maybe just one of you.
Right, I got this.
Okay.
So, if you remember what I said before,
You lost someone today,
a friend got hit by dragon fire.
but they knew something. Yeah.
Well, he says that he was like he had like he wasn't from here. He was like celestial.
Oh, your friend was celestial.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think we mentioned that before.
Okay.
So that and then he got hit by a dragon fire, and he vanished. And we was wondering if you could help us contact him if he's dead. Because he has some information maybe that we need.
So you're not entirely positive whether your friend is dead?
Oh, well, I thought he was
Is
dead.
that the question?
Okay, look.
Because you said that you used the word vanished.
Yeah,
Shall we?
there's not even any ash.
I can petition my deity for simple yes/no answers.
Okay.
So if you have questions, I can
Like,
get yes/no answers to your questions.
okay. Can we think about these questions quickly?
Take as long as you need.
Okay, so
Peach tea, anyone?
yes,
Yes,
please.
Okay.
Yeah, alright.
And she gestures to an attendant who brings you all fresh glasses with beautiful wrought silver, kind of holding the glasses in the kind of leaf motif, with a lovely fresh peach tea in it, cold peach tea.
Yes. Lovely. Okay, so the questions, should it be like, first of all, is Enid still alive?
Okay.
Second
good
is,
one.
does Enid have the white dragon mask? Because he didn't even have a chance if he had it to give it to us.
What? And also, does he have information?
Or should we be specific? Like, does he know where it is? If not, does he know where the white dragon mask is?
Yeah.
How many questions did you say we have? Sorry, my lady.
I may be able to petition my goddess twice, maybe 3 times.
Oh, okay.
While you're doing this, they are off to the side in an open antechamber without doors leading into it, and there seems to be like a consecrated circle that she is sprinkling incense around the edges of. So she's talking to you now from across the way.
Okay. So we can have 3 questions. I think these are the 3. Is Enid still alive? Does Enid have the white dragon mask? And does Enid know where the dragon mask is?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's 1 casting. She may be able to do it
Oh!
up to 3 more times.
Oh!
So if
okay.
you want to ask up to 9
Damn, I thought it was
questions.
3 questions. Okay. Okay, so then...
Well, actually, let's do it by roll.
Okay.
All right. So we'll see how.
Oh,
I think this really has to do with how much she sort of is on your side and how much she likes you as to how many times she's willing to cast it.
Okay, how about you make the roll and someone helps you?
Well, no, I want a group check. So
Okay.
we're going to do this like a skill check. So in terms of the way you've been with her, I want you to pick a charisma-based skill each. So that could be persuasion, performance, deception, intimidation.
Can I do deception?
I will do.
I'll do persuasion.
Okay, persuasion.
Intimidation.
Sorry.
Intimidation, I guess.
Okay, or performance.
No, I'm bad at that.
Okay. All right. So to seem. Okay, let's see
I
how
don't
you
really
all do.
want to, but it's the last one. So.
Yeah, there's no other charisma-based thing.
Or have you got any? All wisdom based. If there's a if you want to use something.
No, I'm the best at
Well,
intimidation.
deception is my best thing.
Deception,
What is?
persuasion.
Deception. Or I could do perception. That's slightly less good.
I'll allow perception.
I've got
That's
plus
wisdom
7 in
based.
all 3 speech skills.
I'm not sure how that would help.
This is all just how you are treating her and how
Okay.
you're, you know,
I'll do.
Well, I got 14.
Okay.
14.
Okay, pretty good. 22.
22.
Wah, wah. It's 13.
13. Okay. All right. And also give me a group charisma check. So nothing more than a simple roll with your charisma
Another
modifier
6.
added to it.
That's great. 9.
9,
Oh dear.
10.
10,
Yeah, 4.
4. Okay. She's only going to cast it once for you.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be done sort of overtly. She wouldn't go, I'm only going to cancel it. Well, just the
She just didn't
general.
offer more.
Yeah, your general
Yeah.
vibe with each other.
Got it.
She'll cast it once.
Okay, we'll just go with these 3 questions then.
Okay. So she sits within this consecrated circle with it off to the side in this antechamber, and she beckons you over to sort of stand respectfully far enough back
Yeah.
as she sort of goes into this meditative trance. She asks that. So she asks you for the questions before.
Okay.
She goes into this trance. The incense almost seems to take on a life of its own and sort of start to almost dance around her, like sort of like rotate around her as she's doing this, and the whole air in the antechamber sort of gets lighter. You're not quite sure where the source of the light is, but it's quite wonderful to watch, and it makes you all feel like the sense that there is something present in closer proximity that is a great benevolent force of peace and good. You all get the sense of that. And she is quiet for around about a minute as you just see her mouth kind of like going. And then she sort of looks like she's listening to something inside. Anyway, that goes on with her just sort of having this internal dialogue with herself. And then after the minute is up, thank you, Solaris. As she stands, she comes over to you. She says, your friend is alive, but different. It is rare to get extra information on these things, but alive is really not the correct term. For the life force you lost is, you might think of it as like an eternal life force, such that it cannot really be easily extinguished. So the best way to answer your question is, your friend persists, but not here, not anymore. They do not have the dragon mask. What was the third question?
Does Enid know what the White Dragon Mask is?
They are aware of its location, roughly. They are aware of where it is. Now, I believe we all have another appointment with the council in a short while. So feel free to rest here, help yourself to more peach tea,
Thanks.
or you'll be attended to.
Thanks, Solaris.
Leave at your will.
Alright.
Okay. If you want to interact about that new information, then obviously there's the space to do this now before we move on to the next bit.
He knows where it is, but how we can't get that information from him. I mean, he's alive, so kind of.
Wendell,
Yeah,
what do you know about this stuff?
absolutely nothing.
Oh,
Okay, well, I think it.
You deal with keeping creatures outside of our world, making sure that they stay outside of our world, right, Wendell? What do you feel about the fact that Enid wasn't from our realm?
He was a goodly force, so I don't mind.
Fair enough. All right. Anything you want to do during the wait for the council?
Oh, should we talk about the fact that your problem?
well, I guess we're gonna have to.
Like, you're gonna be hanged if they find you.
They might be a little bit happier now that I killed a dragon.
You think?
I didn't get it. But
Do you think that they're just forgive you? What? Okay.
I don't think they'll.
What did you steal?
What was it? I can't remember. It was important. I don't remember the exact thing.
I don't remember the exact thing.
It was
either.
something royal.
The
I
Holy
remember
Grail.
that.
Oh no! Oh no!
It
Declaration of Independence.
it was amongst their like normal trading stuff, and they took that as well to sell it off to someone else. I can't
It was
remember.
several years ago, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, like 3 or 2.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
it was a while back.
One.
You think your bounty's expired?
No,
Oh.
I don't.
Do you still have the thing you stole, or did you get rid
No,
of it?
that was on the ship.
Oh.
And as you can see, I am not with my ship anymore because I am in this room.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a name for your captain?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember what it is though.
Okay.
I wrote it down somewhere.
All right.
Okay, so you stole it and you don't have it anymore.
No.
Okay.
Well, we.
What's the point?
Well, okay. I
You
wasn't
didn't
planning on
solely
losing
steal
it.
it, though, did you? You stole it with the crew.
Yeah, it was a team effort.
Yeah.
And do you know if any of your other crew have been hanged for it?
Well, I would hope not, but I don't think all of them were fine. There's probably some that are fine though, but
Okay. Good.
they are nowhere. I don't know where they are.
Okay.
We've got some crazy music.
The town crier is Alicia Keys.
The town crier is popping up. Okay.
All right.
Okay. We can plead with them if they try and hang you.
Oh, if they try and hang me, I will shoot them with a fireball.
Whoa! That will fix the problem. Okay, we'll just wait until our audience.
All right. The allotted hour comes and you are escorted by several more units of White Claw, politely and brusquely towards the main council chambers. A vast, wide corridor, some 20 foot wide, and vaulted ceilings 40 feet high lead down towards the huge double doors. Some, again, 30 feet high doors that with an almost organic design to them, are opened, and you are led into a vast marble floored central domed chamber. It is intimidating. The ceilings in here are easily as tall as any of the houses around here, so 50, 60 feet high.
So is this a lot bigger than the one in Kendall, the audience chamber?
Very different shape and very different architecture. This one, any of the windows are very high up, and so streams of light. Do you know what I mean? Like beams of light come through. Most of the walls are just vaulted with massive tapestries and/or inlaid sculptures all around. There is an inner ring of columns, some 60 feet in diameter, and then in the middle of that there is a semicircular dais that goes up with chairs all around the dais. The floor is black and white marble.
That's exactly like Kendall.
It's also... No, it's not exactly like Kendall.
Okay.
But okay, it's similar, but this one is different. Now I'm stuck. I don't know what to say to you. I feel awkward. I'll make it different if you want it different. It's that one was more designed around the head of a bird. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So that it had open areas on the other side of where they sat that led out onto a massive, like, porch, like a beak-shaped porch. Whereas this doesn't have that. This is the room where Nimblefoot was executed. Remember? Yeah. So this is it's much vaster, so much bigger.
Silent Death would be in tears.
Okay, so you're led across and around. You go to within the inner ring within the columns, again about 60 foot in diameter, and in each column there is a white claw looking of higher status soldier keeping guard on proceedings. You are led to stand in a particular place, and then the councillors present come and take their seats. They are... Okay. Mia Hoffrenay. Jake Earthenchild. They are announced as they come in. Lord Castleor. Coram Castleor.
Oh yeah, that guy was on the council before, right?
And a grey elven woman, Lady Yeskin. Lyra Yeskin. Lord Keaton of Watersmeet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And Lady Dawnstalker. So there are 2, 4, 6 of them in present.
Is that not the whole council?
No.
Oh.
There's several others. Cameron, Kyle, the
Erebor
dwarven.
on the council.
Sorry?
Erebor was on the council, was he not?
Not anymore.
At the end, he went back on the council, did he?
Yeah, but not right now. He's
Oh,
not
man.
anymore. No.
Okay.
Well, he's not present,
Okay.
so you don't know.
Okay.
You know, but these are the ones that are present today.
Yeah.
Because this is an emergency meeting, as opposed to their regular. Why is that funny?
Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So for this emergency meeting, the order is brought. There are a few sort of like general chit-chats between them. Lord Earthenchild seems to lead proceedings. He says, my fellow High Councillors, thank you for coming to this emergency meeting. Welcome, citizens from the citizens of Metropole. He looks at you for this one, and our new friends to the city. And he looks, and then he looks to Wesley and goes, and old friends too.
And me, who also was a citizen of Metropole, but never mind.
And it's bitter.
We are going to lay a zone of truth over these happenings here today.
Oh.
Any who would repeal this should speak now. Very well. Let truth be upon us all. And from out of his hand, this kind of like gentle light bathes the entire area, and you are all compelled to tell the truth.
If I have resistance to being charmed, does that mean like...
No.
It's not charm. It's not a charm spell. Hang on a second. $10. Okay. So we'll recast it in about 15-foot radius. Yeah, 30 foot. So it reaches all of the councillors and the 4 of you. Okay. I'm now, until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area of effect, that's all of you, or starts its turn there, must make a charisma saving throw. So everybody make a charisma saving throw. Does anyone want to resist this?
No.
That's really the question.
If we resist, do they know that we resist?
Yeah.
On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving
I'll
throw.
willingly fail.
Okay.
Oh, they're gonna fucking resist!
Keep it.
They know that.
Okay.
Never mind.
So everyone's going to just willingly fail this? Okay,
Sure.
you cannot speak a lie
That makes no sense. Wait.
while in the radius. Alright? At this Corin, this high elf, old and wily looking, even for an elf, leans forward, straggly hair tied back in a kind of a half up, half down type of thing going on, and rare for an elf, has a slight tuft of a point of hair on their very pointy chin. Leans forward and goes, "So, what were you doing in the city, and why do you think you might have been involved in all of this?"
Because we have a dragon mask.
Yeah, we was in...
Excellent. See, I told you. To which Lord Keaton just goes,
Yeah, we was in the city because we wanted to find more information about the dragon mask in your libraries. And we was doing that when the dragons attacked.
"Why would you willingly bring such a treacherous item into our city walls without declaring it first?"
Well, I mean, so many people have tried to get it, we didn't really trust people not to try and take it from us from within the city.
Stupidity, then? That's what you tell me?
No.
Hey,
Easy, says Lord Earthenchild. These are friends of the city. They have defended us against the attacks, which might not have occurred had they not wandered in here to begin with, Lord Earthenchild. A fair point, yet let us give them the good graces of the benefit of the doubt. You were looking for information, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is only safe in our hands and no one else's. And, to get information about it, we have to go into the city.
Yeah, we can't just stay outside of any civilization, and we can't just leave it somewhere because that would be bad and people would get it. So what else was we meant to do?
Lady Yeskin, a grey elf with pitch black hair and slightly childish features, leans forward and goes, Bring forth the mask. Let us see what all the fuss is about."
Here we go again. There's going to be a black dragon that comes through that
Yeah,
wall.
just last time we showed people the mask, there was a black dragon that attacked. So, if you're sure you're fine with it, you can see it.
I imagine wherever you have it procured upon your beings, it will make no difference whether it is in a pocket or out in the open.
Well, it's not in a pocket, it's in a bag of holding.
A bag of holding will not mask it from detection.
Okay.
Here it is.
You bring it forth. It looks a little like, by the way, there's
Oh, yeah,
a
I
good
wanna
picture of
see
it in this book. I think it's this book. Hang on a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I just find this.
So,
I'm
you're
bringing
holding
it
that
out of my
dragon?
bag
You're
right
holding
now.
that mask really well?
Yeah, you look great.
Great.
How was that coffee earlier?
Turquoise just have randomly those.
I want to see if who amongst you might detect strange reactions from others.
Okay.
So, can you all roll insight checks for me? This is just a general during the meeting. I might have you roll several times,
Okay.
but just like if you check any funny
23.
23 insight. Damn.
17.
Okay, so the black dragon mask looks like that.
Ooh,
How do you
whoa.
wear that?
That's
You put it on.
awesome.
It's a helmet.
Okay, so you bring it forward,
That's awesome.
and you notice at this.
16 by the way.
16. Okay, fine. You two don't notice this, so don't use this in your role playing in any way. But you definitely notice Lord Keaton, who has a greyish white ponytail, seems sort of clean shaved, human, would be handsome if they didn't have such a plain look upon the face. Like a face that should be more attractive for the way it is, for the way it's constructed anatomically, but deep grey eyes, and just you notice that as the mask is brought forward, he sort of wriggles the most at that. He seems to take some pleasure, raises an eyebrow subtly, and looks to his left and right just to make sure that his reaction isn't spotted by his colleagues, which it's not. That's because you rolled 23, which is really good insight. Mia Hoffrene makes the sign of Solaris at the when she sees the mask, and seems most sort of like disturbed by it. Such a thing. How did you? This is her speaking. Lady Hoffrene says, "Such a thing. How did you come by such a artifact of evil?"
Well, I did a really cool unlocking of this box that exploded, and inside it was Dragon Mask, and it was in like in the sunken morale area.
We were underground.
Yeah, in a cave.
I don't know how it got down there.
We were adventuring.
A lot of
There
people
was like
were
an
looking
old
for it.
ruin, and we just went and saw there were the caves, and we just went into it.
You just stumbled upon it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I unlocked the box
It was
really well.
really not that difficult.
But was it in a lair?
Kind of. There was a monster.
Yeah, but that was a lot.
Tell me,
later on.
this Lady Dawnstalker comes in. Tell me of the beast whose lair you retrieved this from.
It was big.
It wasn't exactly in the beast lair. It was
it
way
was evil.
before it.
It was.
We had to kill it, and then these guys had a little case, and you unlocked.
Dead drow bodies.
Yeah, there were drows around it,
Oh yeah, Dark Elves had it.
and the creature was like, you know what it was.
Yeah, it was a beast from the, I don't know,
In the negative plane.
from the negative plane.
And they whisper amongst themselves a little bit at that.
Pretty evil, but we killed it, and we took the mask, and it killed us all, and then a goblin saved us.
Okay. At this, Lord Castelor, the High Elf, comes down, goes, "I would cast some enchantments upon the old mask just to determine its legitimacy, its authenticity.
Alright, no touching.
Alright, we
I will
hold-
touch it.
It's our property.
It is not your property. This is a thing of some evil.
Well,
This is an evil item that it may be in your care.
yeah, but that's what
It is
it's
in our
for.
care until we find someone worthy enough to take it from us and keep it safer.
Well, I trust I am worthy enough to simply investigate it for a short period.
Yes, I will allow that.
He snatches it from you.
Whoa,
Insolence.
that's our property.
It's not your property.
Yeah, find his keepers.
Well, it's not yours.
It is. If you only knew what fell beast's property this truly is.
Right, if you only told us.
I will if you would shut up and let me cast my enchantments.
Alright.
Okay, hang on 2 seconds. Okay, identify. Cast identify.
Yeah, we've done
Turns back to the others. It is as they described. There is no illusion upon it. And gonna cast. Huh? What's the one where you can ask
Lore.
questions about? Is it
Oh.
Legend Lore?
No, that's not a question.
Contact
Contact on the
plane.
plane. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Legend Lore though.
This guy's crazy.
We've already cast Legend Lore on him.
Yeah, you have, haven't you?
Yeah.
Disintegrate. No.
Intrusive thought.
Okay,
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we've already done that one.
Do you say that?
Okay, sure.
You should chill. You're in the presence of the Council of Metropole.
The first thing you did say to us was stupidity. So, like, maybe you should chill. With respect.
Make a persuasion check.
One dies.
8.
Just laughs and goes and sits back up in his seat. These ones are fools. It is in literally within the it is the property of fools, my friends.
He's not wrong.
Lord Earthenchild comes in and just says, Corin, please.
He's not wrong.
Shut up.
Please share with us the information you learned from our libraries.
Okay.
Do you pass it all on?
Yeah.
Okay, you pass it all on.
Okay, I'll just say that.
Flipping to the right page. There are 11 scions of the cradle. The cradle is just one cradle.
Yeah.
19 scions. No, I don't forget.
12.
Okay.
One for each dragon.
Yes. There are 552 masks.
Yeah.
Right, alright, you pass all that on. Lord Keaton says, it would be safer here. It would be safer here.
I don't think so. There's only 4 people worthy enough to to hold this at the moment, from what I can tell, and that's us. If there was anyone else who I'd rather it be with, it would have been with them. But from what we can tell, no one else should have
Except
this.
the giant scions.
Roll persuasion check.
Okay. 18.
Oh, nice. The question, this is Lord Earthenchild speaks, and he says, the question, my fellow High Councillors, is what do we do and what, if any, aid do we lend to our brave adventurers here? Well, I don't think that is the question, says Lord Carcillo. I think the question is how much of what has happened here is on these 4's shoulders. To which Keaton says, I believe that the question is what we could do with such power, with such an item.
Well, I believe the question is how are you going to help us get this to the Siren God Giants? That's the question.
I think the question is, why did you let the dragons come in the first place?
Yeah, I think
what?
the question is your guards need a bit of training. That's not a question, that's just a statement.
Yep.
I think the question is, why did you call us stupid when we hadn't even said much? It's like we said.
Okay, group charisma check. Just roll and add your charisma modifier.
Okay, good.
No.
21.
14, 21,
5.
5. Alright. Silence, order, says Lord Earthenchild. You are in the city of Metropole, over which we govern. We protect the individuals here. 81 souls perished today. Innocent souls. And whilst you may think that this is perhaps weeks upon the road make you think that this is all fun and high adventure, there are 81 dead, many more than that injured. And these things arguably would not have happened had you not first set foot in this city. Of you, Wesley, we are sure of your, well, you are a stranger here. Perhaps you are unused to the ways of the city. You two are known to us. You represent the Watchers. And your past is a dubious one at that, Scarlet.
Okay, well, what did you do when you were a kid?
Defended the righteous.
Oh.
That's a lie. Inside
Healed the hurt.
Inside
He's in
check.
the zone of
He
truth.
can't lie. He can't lie. He's
Oh,
telling
yeah,
the
he's
truth.
telling a half truth. Inside check still, not to lie. To
Go
see
on,
if
man.
he's dodging the question. 23.
Well, you said, what did you do when you were a youth, right? So
As
he
a
goes,
kid, but
when you're a kid, yeah. Defended righteous, trained, studied,
Okay, well.
worked in favour of my God. What did you do? Steal from the city.
Do I get anything?
It's like, well.
Well, no, because he can't lie.
I know, I'm not looking for a lie. I'm looking to see if he's dodging anything.
No, he's not dodging anything. You, with the 23, you grasp that he is glad that she didn't say, what did you do when you were a teenager or in your 20s, specifically.
Well,
But you said child, so he was like, phew, you definitely saw relief. He didn't get to talk about being corrupted. This is a complex situation. Do not think that you are simply walking out of here without us having extensive conversations about what will happen.
to us? Are you
Pardon?
gonna... What do you mean?
What?
Do you mean like you guys are going to discuss it, or are we going to discuss it?
This is why it is a council.
Okay.
We discuss,
I was
whilst you're, everything that you have done since you have been here, and everything that you may have done in the past, will need to be answered for.
Okay.
You don't just walk in, bring chaos with you, and walk out.
Well, actually, it was the dragons that brought chaos.
The dragons that were clearly...
So you're gonna hold us accountable for what the dragon chose to do. Why didn't you go and speak to him?
We have been.
You were talking to the
The
dragon.
captured Archmage,
Oh, yes.
we have spoken to.
Yeah, that is for you.
And we know... Because you can dispel that. Don't...
How does it know?
No. Yeah, but you don't know he was feeble-minded. You just know that they captured him.
Oh.
And we know that they came looking for for a mask. A mask that you had.
Yeah, but we don't control them. They choose what they do.
Right, exactly. But you cannot accuse us of allowing
We didn't.
the dragons
Well,
to come.
okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I just accused you of hiring bad guards.
Our guards are... That you hear some of them like shifting at the columns. They're like, "You're not making any friends here, mate." The White Clawed Guard are wonderful and the city's protectors.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, Scott, by the way. Yeah, I think they did a good job.
Not the people that were helping us. I mean, the people that were on watch. But yeah, go on. I probably wouldn't see a giant dragon and two smaller, but still.
Well,
big dragons
your point
either.
is that nobody saw them.
Let me ask you
Oh,
this.
maybe they were invisible.
Let me ask you this. You'd rather us not have entered the city, am I right?
We would rather you would declare at the gates as you were asked such an item.
It didn't come up. It wasn't.
You were asked to declare
We were asked.
at the gates.
We were asked to declare weapons.
Yeah, that's a helmet.
What do you call that
Helmet.
mask?
That's for protection.
Helmets.
At this, Lady Dawnstalker takes over, and she's sort of like barely suppressing a laugh, and she just goes, "It's not a helmet, it's a weapon, and when combined with the other 4, becomes possibly the greatest weapon. I'm sure you know this by now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do not take us for fools."
Okay.
I got double interrupted, and then let me just go back to it. You'd rather. Let's just pretend you didn't say you'd rather declare it. Let's say let's pretend you said you'd rather us stay outside the city. You'd rather we get attacked by dragons outside the city, not have your amazing guards to help us, and perceptive guards, and the mask be taken from us and transformed into the most powerful weapon. This was a victory. It was not a
Persuasion check with advantage, just because the balls of your argument are so good.
This is a victory no matter what. And
With advantage.
21. And if we weren't within the city, the mask would have been in enemy hands, and they would have had, what, 4 of them now. So
No, they've got 2. You know that they've got 2.
they would have had all 6. They would have had 3 of them.
You have knowledge of how many the enemy have?
Maybe, yeah, we do.
Lord Keaton says, "Please tell us which of the masks are with the enemy."
They've got which ones?
Blue and green.
Blue and green.
So the weakest. Can pretend.
You make a compelling argument, but you also bring to our city a fight that was never ours to begin with.
Well, why was it ours?
It's gonna be your fight soon if this mask gets taken from us.
Who do you direct that to?
Anyone. I'm gonna
Okay.
shift eye contact between them all as I say that.
Okay.
Focus down the weakest link. Make them feel uncomfortable.
What was your intention after visiting our libraries? Says Lord Keaton.
Leave. You came in to get
To go
information and then
back
leave.
to the...
The giant scions.
Yeah.
But where first?
Well, our
Yeah.
intention was to get information and then follow where the information would go.
And that was taking you next north to Nevermelt?
Yep.
Yeah? How did you know?
Be told.
Because you do you remember we did a fast you sharing
Oh,
everything
right,
you'd learned?
got it.
I assume.
Sure.
No, you didn't get the bit about Nevermelt back?
Might be told them.
That's
You
fine.
share him about the GIF,
Yeah.
Pfefferman,
Yeah.
all of that? Okay. Lord Keaton continues and says, "So you were to leave the city, head north. That's your next, in search of more information."
Yes.
Yeah.
Lord Carcelor, the elf, the high elf, the straggly high elf, leans to his friends. He says, "We cannot just have them flounce into our city, invite wanton destruction, and then just leave." To which Lady Yeskin says, "Well, what would you..." And there seems to be some enmity between the grey elf and the high elf, some slight, enmity between them. And Lady Yeskin says, "What would you have them do, Corin? Beg forgiveness?"
Stay here.
That would be a start. What would you do were we to do nothing? Simply go on your way?
Yeah.
Yeah, and try and
Possibly.
protect this mask. Look, we could put this mask down and let them take it really easily, and they'd be able to raise Tiamat. We're doing everyone a favour. This responsibility was put onto us. We could choose just to give it up.
Oh, I invite you to do so, says Lord Keaton.
No, no.
Leave it
No.
leave it within the protective
Listen.
of the protection of our city.
Did you not see what the protection of your city did
Yeah.
today?
The protection of our city is more than 4 adventurers.
I've got a good analogy for this.
Okay then.
This is the greatest game of hot potato.
Okay.
And there is a very hungry lion that loves eating hot potatoes. And say this lion was fed, he'd go and get all his friends and bring all the lions to get him. So you can't let him have the hot potato, right? If you give him the hot potato, he eats it, and then he go grabs his friends, and they come and they kill you. You have to hold it, and it's very, it's awfully hot, isn't it? But it's worth the pain of one person having it, rather than keeping it in an area where there's lots of people, and if the lion, you get it, you get where I'm going.
Yeah.
She gets it.
So this is Lord Keaton says, so you have the hot potato.
Yes.
You'd rather we didn't have the hot potato.
Yes.
I think I'm not confident at all in your protective city.
They already failed today.
They failed
these councils
today.
are all the same.
And
They've all
we
got.
were the ones that
We were
dealt with it.
victorious.
We dealt with it.
Not alone, you didn't.
We
Oh,
did
but-
most
well,
of the
okay.
work.
That ain't true.
Next time when
The
we're
guards
not
just
here and the
stood back.
guards don't see 3 dragons coming in, then attack you guys.
You had aid. But you were not.
They lined
You
up
not
for a
were
breath
not
weapon.
alone in
They were
defending the
lined
city.
up for a breath weapon.
You were not alone in defending the city, and many White Claw lost their lives.
Yeah.
So that's how good they are.
That's kind of rude.
Well, okay, but he's saying that.
Watch your tongue,
Okay, sorry.
thief.
Hey, look, respect goes both ways.
She's slightly
Just
more
because
than a
you're on
thief.
this.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
no,
does.
it doesn't.
Hey,
Yeah. What have you done to earn your place on this council, and why should I respect you? Where I'm from, we are all the councillors. So why should I respect you above respecting my friends?
why should I
And
respect someone who wasn't even there?
Yup.
Yeah, where were you when these dragons were attacking? I didn't see you out in the field protecting people. I mean, the lady
I have respect for
Hoffrenay
two
was
people.
healing afterwards. But where was the rest of you?
Respect for 2 people on this council, and those are the people that actually saw it happen.
Yeah.
Lord Keaton just looks to his friends. Lord Earthenchild looks to Lord Keaton, and then just looks back to you and says, we could not anticipate such chaos because we did not know it was coming. It still stands that such an item should have been declared on entry. You knew the risks, and had there been any attention this mask had gotten you prior to being in the city? That is the question. This is Lord Earthenchild asking this, and he looks directly at you for this. Had the mask brought you any other unwanted attention prior to entering the city?
Yes, once before, and
Twice.
twice before. Thrice
Yeah,
before.
no, tell the truth.
3 times before.
Twice.
Kendall, the woods,
Fae,
and in the Fae.
Yeah.
Twice.
And not only the dragon in Kendall, but people in Kendall also wanted to take it from us.
Exactly.
So, you knew that this item attracted dangerous attention.
We knew that we couldn't trust anyone else with it.
But you knew it attracted dangerous attention, lethal attention. And yet you walked willingly into the city with it. You understand that this is a hard one for us to look past. You understand that, surely.
Oh, we understand. Maybe we just thought more of your city's defences than is reality.
To continue to attack the city's defences, a city that has stood for hundreds of years, is not an argument that's going to get you very far.
Alright,
Our job is not to be able to defend against attacks that we cannot even anticipate coming, that may come from within.
alright.
Our job is to listen, please. Our job is to understand the risks that come into our city. It's why you had to wait so long to get through the gates to enter. We have to know about weapons. We have to know about risks that enter our city. And if there is anything that is tricky for the council to reconcile, it is that you walked in with a weapon far greater than any of the swords that you carry. We really are thankful for your aid during the combat. But that is a combat that would not have happened had you never walked into the city. It just wouldn't. And as you say, 3 times before, just having the mask in your possession invited aggression.
But Wendell
If
said
we had
before.
declared it, wouldn't have the guy had just had it then? Or where would it have gone if we declared it?
It would still be in the
It would
city.
still be in that
But
sort
regardless of that, if we hadn't come into the city, as Wendell said before, we'd be out in the open, the 3 of us, facing 3 dragons, and they would have taken the mask. Would you not have preferred us to stand against the dragons with the strength of the city behind us to ensure that they did not take the mask and summon Tiamat? Or would you like us to be out in the wild and face the attack on its own and probably lose?
No, they're right. They're not saying that. They're saying we should have told them that we had it. And they could have prepared better for...
Your friend is correct.
Which is a genuine mistake that we made. Without knowing the
Okay.
consequences of our actions.
What do you want us to do now?
It's not
Because
you
it's
gave
already
us. You
happened.
give us a false dichotomy. The idea that there are only 2 choices here: you not come into the city and be attacked from without, or that you come in and what happened happened. Those are not the only 2 choices. Had you declared the mask, had you announced that you were coming into our city with such an ominous artifact, we could have prepared better defences. Unfortunately, we were surprised. And as adventurers, I'm sure you know the advantage of surprise. Lives could have been saved. People are dead that otherwise wouldn't have been. And whilst I honour the responsibility that you carry, it's very hard for my learned associates, high councillors, to look past the folly that you brought within our walls. Knowingly.
So what do you want us to do now? Do you want us to beg for forgiveness? I'm so sorry. I genuinely am very regretful of the lives that were lost. But what can we do now? Because that's already happened.
We have laws to judge such things. We will, me and my fellow high councillors will adjourn for probably no more than a few hours, during which time you are to remain in a secluded antechamber nearby under heavy guard, and then we will make our judgment, and it will be a judgment. Thank you. Dismissed. Please take them away. And with that, a contingent of White Claw kind of escort you over to a small room. You now are outside of the zone of truth. You are led to a small, very blank room with like simple chairs, tables. It's like a waiting room basically. Whilst elsewhere, the councillors adjourn and discuss what to do with you. The time is yours again now.
Oh, I feel so bad not being able to lie.
Oh.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
Well, I think those...
That Lord Freakton wants the mask.
What?
He
wants the mask.
History's
Which
repeating
one?
himself.
Keaton.
Oh.
Just like that high mage, dark elf woman.
Yeah, in Kendall, she
There's
wanted
always
it
there's
too.
always someone on the council who
Yeah,
is
and they're like,
blatantly.
oh, you should just give it
against
in.
us.
Like we
I
can
love
just
how they're
trust
like, it's
people
not your
at the gate.
possession when we found it, and anything else we find on the road, it's ours. But suddenly, they were like, oh, we want this, so it's not yours.
I personally trust Lord Earthenchild. I know he knew Janaea very well. I trust him.
Could have
I
mentioned that.
I personally don't see what would be the harm in. Surely you want rid of this. For so long you wanted rid of this
Did you
mask.
not hear my speech? My first speech?
Did you not hear the hot potato analogy?
See,
I did hear your speech.
you think... Okay, Wesley,
I just
let me
want to
ask you a
talk about
question.
it. That's
Okay,
all. I just want to
let
talk
me ask
about
you,
it.
you think it's genuinely safe here with these people?
Safer than with the four of us.
Safer than with the giant science?
Yeah, but
No.
maybe they could get it to the giant scion.
It's not
I
about
don't
safeness,
think
it's about
they would.
worthiness.
They wouldn't
None of
do
them.
it.
She just said that there's people on the council that
Want
want
it.
the
When we brought it out, that guy was like, he might as well have been doing this. And
Yeah.
Excellent. That's what he looked like.
Perhaps they can deal with any better than we can with any
Oh,
dragons
they
that come
they-
subsequently.
as soon as he cast the same spell we cast actually years ago, I knew they were very underprepared. They know nothing about it. We know more than them. It's not
Also,
not
they
safe.
did not take. They like to say they aided us loads in the fight.
It took them ages to even get there.
Their
They were
guards
walking
just
around.
stood there,
That's
lined
what
up,
they
and
did.
got fire breath. That's all that
I
happened.
don't know how much of an argument we have in continuing to criticise
The gods.
their
Stop.
ability to handle a surprise.
We have to criticise them because
Why?
if
Yeah,
they're,
why
if
wouldn't
they're
we go for a
suggesting
surprise
that they
attack?
take on the march, then you never know what's going to happen.
But it was a surprise attack.
They could
So
be
they've
surprised
never
attack
heard of
any
these
time. They
march?
can't possibly prepare
Yeah.
24/7 for years with this march.
But what's your point?
But
It's
then-
better with us out in the wilderness.
No, it's better with the giant scion.
But we're going to have to... We can't go instantly to the giant scions, can we?
We're much more elusive. We've escaped from them already.
At least
when
we're
we were-
constantly moving. They're
not
just in the
mad.
same place over and over.
If you stay in the same place too much, the enemy will find a way to find your weaknesses and take the mask forcefully. But if we're always on the move, they'll never find out. They'll always be behind us if we're on the move, right?
I agree with that.
So why not just keep it with us? There's-
Why? Yeah, we should just.
But at least
see
they
them.
could. I don't understand
They
why
can
we.
aid us.
Yeah, I was gonna
Let us
say we
go
could
to
work
the
together.
giant science, but I don't think they
They
really
could give
like
us something like they've got wizards.
They haven't done us wrong, this city. They've
No.
literally not done us any wrong.
I know.
They haven't harmed us, hurt us, or anything.
Yeah.
All we've done, in terms of out of this relationship, they've healed us. Lady Hoffrener has literally healed you, so has Lord Earthenchild. And I'm surprised we're not in chains, if I'm honest. I'm surprised we're not in chains.
Chaining us up would be the dumbest thing that the city
Well,
has
they
done.
haven't done us any wrong.
Well, I mean, they haven't passed their judgment yet. We might be in chains.
And yet we're arguing that we've done them wrong.
We're arguing that we've done them wrong.
It feels like we're out there arguing that we haven't done them wrong.
Okay, but that's like saying if I had an expensive necklace and some robber shot me and the police were like, yeah, fair enough, she shouldn't have worn the necklace.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally their argument.
Imagine I enter a city with a very
With
expensive
hot
necklace, with an expensive necklace, and I don't tell the guards, I don't tell the airport security, I don't tell the the security guards that I've got an expensive necklace on, and a robber, I'm just going off your analogy here, shoots me, and accidentally there's a person standing behind me, and they get hit by the bullet as well, and die, and I don't die. And then, should I go to prison for that?
Apparently.
I have no idea. That metaphor is beyond me.
That metaphor is very accurate to it.
I don't think it is, but okay.
Do you want the hot potato one again? You apparently love
Let me
that one.
relay the hot potato.
Wesley, what would your ideal situation be then? If the responsibility of this mask is too much for you, then you're free to do what you want. I know, like you were mere weeks ago, you were the one saying we need to take on this mask. I don't think it's safe with them. We can't give it away to other people. Those are your exact words. You say we need to step up and carry this thing.
I wasn't with you when you came into the city. And if I'm honest, I'm a little sad and disappointed that you would sneak in such a terrible item after what happened at Kendall. If I'm honest, I don't know what to make of that at the moment. I'm feeling a little... Betrayed is too strong a word, but I feel a little sad.
That we didn't trust some random guard with a dragon mask.
It's not about trusting them with the mask, but we should have told them. And I hope you know that if I'd have been with you, I wouldn't have let us sneak through with the mask.
But we've snuck through a bunch of other places with the mask.
Yeah, and look what's followed us. Look what's been hot on our heels. We snuck into Kendall with it after being attacked in the woods that first time, and then it followed us to Kendall.
But you didn't have a problem then, and we did it the other times.
And sometimes it takes a mistake to learn from that mistake. It seems like we haven't learned from this mistake 3 times now.
So what do you think we should do then?
Clearly we need to get this. Well, do we even know that it being put in a cradle, this mythical thing, that if it's just some loose strand of an idea in some books that are some hundreds of miles away, how do we even know that that's a thing? How do we even know that that's going to work?
But we don't until we find out. But we have to try. Are you suggesting we just give up? I don't know what you're suggesting.
Yeah, like,
We have
if you
to
have a
try.
better plan, let us know. Because giving it to them, we also don't know if that will work. That's also a loose strand.
I think you see enemies where there aren't any. I'm not wanting a conflict.
You did call
I don't think the city are a conflict.
I think you see things too plainly. You're not looking at it from our angle.
I just don't see why you guys don't... Look, I've recently learned not to turn my back on friends and family. So perhaps this is very near for me, this idea of making enemies where there aren't any. I don't think the council of this city are our enemies.
It's just so weird because you were saying, like, when we first got this mask, I wanted to hand it off straight away because I didn't want dragons following us and everything. And you were the one who convinced us not to do that. And now you're saying that we should.
I didn't. I haven't said that yet. I'm still thinking.
Okay.
Look, I think you're so interested in wanting to be right rather than wanting to be good. You haven't been good. There's so many dead. And honestly, my answer is I don't know.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see what the council says then.
I wish you'd declared it at the gates.
Well, okay, we wish so too, but now what?
I wish.
Well, you tell me. You tell me now what for you.
I don't know because the council hasn't said if we're going to be in chains or not. I've already told you our next plan, which is to go to Nevermelt.
Wesley, we can't dwell on things we wish we'd done differently. I wish we declared it. I wish we didn't go to Kendall or whatever. I wish we got more information when we had the chance. I wish that we didn't open that box and get the mask, but now it's our burden and we have to bear it, and we can't just pass it on, no matter how much we may want. It's ours.
I blame myself. I will take any fall.
No. It's
If
not-
I'd have been with you, I would have said something, but I went the other way.
I really don't think they're going to see it the same way as you. I don't think you can just submit yourself to take the fall.
I know enough about power and the organisation of democracy to know that they will want somebody to blame. They will need to have somebody to blame.
Actually,
Do you know what I mean? Like, they'll need to have somebody to blame. They won't just let the four of us walk out of here.
I
why does it
think
always have to
you
be?
are too. You're getting too involved in this.
Do you think they will let the four of us just walk out of here?
Wesley, you weren't even one of the people that were there when we opened the box. This isn't your burden. And I'm going to say this now. If you'd like to step away from this and not be involved any further, then do it now.
I don't know. Since I've been with you, I've seen so many people die. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Okay.
I would just implore you as friends to remember that you hold a great evil, and that holding such a power can bring with it danger to those that don't even have the choice to get away from you. That's my first interaction with you on the road. We didn't know that threat in the forest that night with the drakes. I didn't learn until later that that was because you carried the mask. And I know that this may be hard to hear, and I don't feel good saying it, but you're being hunted for the power you hold, because power attracts power. And I don't have the ability to think beyond that, other than it feels like there is a greater responsibility to also, I think what you're doing is right, to try and get it into those that can truly handle that power and be responsible for it. If that's the gods, the giant gods champions, then so be it. But I think there is also a responsibility you hold along the journey as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I agree.
Heavy conversations, right?
But like, this all has just been thrust onto us so quick. I get that, like, there's a lot of responsibility expected of us. But like you said, you didn't realise it until later. I don't think we realised it either.
Finley, can I ask you a quick rules question?
Yep.
Do you know of a spell that when an item is in that makes some kind of object, that when the thing is in that thing, it's undetectable? Or do you know of a spell that makes something undetectable?
Arcanist magic aura, or
What, Nistel's one?
Yep. Or just remind myself.
That just changes its school of magic, doesn't it?
Well, you
Hang on.
can do other things.
Wizard spells. Okay. Nistel's magic aura, 2nd level.
We used this before.
You can change the way the target appears to spells and magical effects that detect creature type. Paladin's divine sense, or the trigger of a symbol spell. You choose a creature type and others.
Imprisonment.
Imprisonment?
Yeah.
Imprisonment?
You can't detect something that's been imprisoned.
No.
Ah.
Can you do imprisonment on an object? Or only on a person? Or a living thing?
It's a creature, so no.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Well, maybe it'd be modified. Well, non-detection can be on an object. Look, for the duration you.
What?
What?
Spider just fell.
Oh,
See you later.
that's terrible. That's horrible.
Dad, no.
no.
Don't just
I'll guide it this way. Right.
stop.
Sorry.
Oh
Right.
I hate summer.
yeah.
Everything about summer is disgusting.
Yeah.
There's so many of them in this house.
Dad! Okay, non-detection can be cast on an object.
I'm not.
Non-detection.
For the
Feel
duration,
safe.
you hide a target that you touch from divination
Duration.
magic. The target can be a willing creature,
I really
place, an
don't
object no larger than 10 feet. Target can't be targeted by any divination magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
So, sorry, can you tell me what that spell is called?
Non-detection.
And what type of spell is it?
Abjuration.
Abjuration.
What level?
Third, and it's 8
But what I'm
lasts for
saying is
8
it
hours.
only lasts 8
You
hours.
keep casting it.
Can you? Does it say like if you cast it X number of times?
No.
No.
Non-detection. Third level, you say?
Yeah.
Non-detection. Got it. Okay. Yeah, these are kind of like essential spells to have for this.
I've already got it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, as a paladin.
Yeah.
I'm scared
It's
of
my
that.
oath spell. I don't
Dude!
feel
Why
safe
haven't
in
you
here.
done it?
I just
Dude!
got it.
Oh, he just got
No,
it.
don't worry, there's no more spiders, you're alright.
There is.
Finley.
There's already been a couple in this house that look exactly the same.
Yeah, but
Where?
it was that big.
It's terrifying.
Was that the one that was on Sol?
Yeah.
They look the same, basically. But
But it just landed on my character sheet like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so. Bah! Bah! Okay,
Why did you squash it though? Anyway.
that's really good that you've got that spell.
Yeah.
Means I'll never have one of my 3rd level spell slots.
I think it's worth it to look at a temporary dragon's all the time.
Just looking for anything.
Yeah, that's the thing to do when you're prepping. And you've been attacked 3 times before?
We've only just got this spell.
Oh yeah, 3rd level,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Mistel's magic aura and non-detection. They're the 2. Okay. Alright, several hours pass with all this quite heavy conversation,
Okay.
and then you are called back into the council chambers. So you find yourself again with the 6 of them that were in attendance, back with you. Alright. Again, Lord Earthenchild brings the... I'm going to have to roll. I'm trying to think how to do that, how to like... Because I want this to kind of come down to a dice roll. Okay, yeah. So Lord Earthenchild calls the council to order one more time, and he and the other high councillors in attendance. Lord Earthenchild says that thanks you for giving him some time to confer with the other high councillors, and then says we would hear from the 3 of you, or excuse me, the 4 of you. We know that you did not all enter the city as one. And so we have ruled that Wesley Davlin is not subject to the same judgment. Although he is part of your group and has been for a while. Perhaps one of the 3 of you can elect to speak for all of you about what you think, how you believe you should be judged. We would give you some time to decide which one of you would speak on behalf.
I've done enough speaking for now.
Oh, my charisma's not very good.
oh, my charisma's pretty
You've got
good.
the best charisma out of all of us.
Okay.
Okay. you guys can talk amongst yourselves about what's the judgment you
Alright.
think should be passed upon you, so you get to talk amongst yourselves.
So they're supposed to judge ourselves, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Banishment.
Burn.
Burned at the stake, I think. No. Okay. It's a bit of a weird question because obviously we'll.
Do you understand it?
How
So
do
what
we
judgment
be
do
punished?
you think should be put upon you?
No, yeah, I got it, but we would just be like, let us go.
Yeah. Well, we could just try and be like, we could aid you on your trip to the giant people.
Or they
while
could
you
aid
take
us.
it there. Yeah, but if we say it.
Oh
that
yeah,
way, they'll be like, well,
we
that's
could
just us helping
make
you.
them think it's them.
They can send us there.
Yeah.
We could aid them on their thingy, and maybe we can offer to pay compensation for the damage that we of
We
course
cannot afford that.
We can do some though.
we could do something.
They don't need money.
So you decide amongst each other, come to a consensus, and tell me what your consensus is when you're ready to tell me.
Okay, so wait, what?
It was us being like, oh, we.
Here
you
we
guys
deeply
can
regret
we can
not
give you
announcing the mask upon entry.
Yeah.
We were cautious. That some people within the city might steal it. We will offer to see if we can.
We can offer you the mask if you agree to take it to the sires, and
With us.
we can also help you out
Yeah.
on that journey in case it gets attacked again.
Well,
We
our
can-
condition would have to be that we go with them.
Yeah. Okay.
You got a consensus? You all agreed on something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, tell me what the judgment is.
So we are sorry.
We're not in roleplay, so you just tell me as DM.
We are sorry. So basically,
we're gonna apologize because we.
Got it.
say that we
And
regret
then-
not announcing.
Not announcing.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
we're gonna say they can have the mask if they take it to the place, and we have to guard it.
We have to go with them.
We're not we're not holding it or whatever. They can have it, but we'll have to guard it and
Yeah.
be on that journey with them.
And we'll see if they think anything is suitable for us to recompensate them for any damages that.
What
the
are you offering in
dragons
terms of
cause.
what are you offering in terms of?
I can give them gold.
Yeah, I'll give them a little bit of
The
gold.
richest city ever. I don't know what you.
Or I can give them my sword.
Just don't.
Okay. Or I can give them.
We don't need to offer compensation. They
We
don't
didn't
talk about.
cause the
They don't
damage.
spoke about the damage if we don't bring it up.
Okay.
Don't forget about it.
Okay.
I know a guy.
Oh, I know a guy.
On the council, a
I want a lawyer. You all three of you pull him in. I know a guy.
Not talking to me, I'm a lawyer.
We
I want to do my Saul Goodman impression when he comes in. Okay, we're now. So. Okay, so let me see if I've heard you right.
Okay.
I'll say it back to you.
That is a fun
So-
bit of trivia.
The first judgment is you're going to apologise
Yeah.
for not
Declaring it.
declaring it, and then you're going to say you can have the mask, but wherever you,
No, you
but
have to take it to the cradle,
Yeah.
you have to take it to the cradle,
and we'll come with
but
you.
presumably not directly
No,
We have to
Just-
jump
you
with
have to work towards getting it to the
to
cradle.
the cradle. But we
have
are
to
in
be
constant
involved.
guard.
Yeah. And. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
And no Lord Keaton on this mission. Only the other
And
one.
we don't want monkey. No, we can't say that.
Yeah, we
Can't say that. It would ruin his plot.
Yeah, fine. We can take. Pikachu's gonna take.
Make a
Can we
Keaton and
help?
that guy that called us stupid.
help roll. Help.
Come on.
Can I help?
Wait, what is it?
10 or more. Oh, 10 or more to help.
That's so strange.
No, I don't help then.
Do you help?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay, straight
Don't
persuasion check.
Don't add up persuasion.
Okay, great.
24.
24. Okay, good. That's a yes and. So, you pronounce your judgment to the. You step forward and do the speaking with this one, I would imagine, because you're the most charismatic of the group, right?
Yeah.
And that's your complete judgment. You're totally done on what you're proposing them, yeah?
Well, can we have my Lord Earth and Child and also the lady?
You
leader?
can't ask for a particular counsellor
because
without
that would be
me
boring.
taking down your roll and putting the DC up because you're being horrible.
Okay, that's it then.
Okay, all right.
Okay, it's Keaton.
You make your proposition to the council. They also take at least another 10 minutes conferring with each other. At the end of it, they you need to give me a little bit of time to think about what they would
Okay.
actually decide, because I've got a lot of different characters
Confer.
that are very different alignments as well.
Do you concur?
We could just kill him.
Kill Keaton. Wendell would be very pleased to do that.
Okay,
Can you detect?
this is the judgment that
Yeah.
comes back.
Okay.
And it is, Lord Earth and Child that leads this one. He says, "We have conferred, and this is our decision. You will relinquish the mask to us. You will guard it for the duration that it is vulnerable. This means until such time as we can firstly verify whether the cradle of the scions of the giant gods are real, are a thing. And you can be guardians of the mask for as long as the mask remains unsafe. For the next 30 days, you'll be imprisoned. The city will need somebody to take responsibility, and that must be the three of you. You'll be in prison for 30 days. During such time, you have our solemn oath that the mask will be well kept. Lord Carcelor will imbue the mask with an aura that will change it until dispelled. Change its appearance under scrutiny, and change its appearance such that it cannot be easily detected for what it is. Also, during these 30 days, we will look to stave off any scrying, any divination magic attempts on the mask, such that there are no further attacks here in the city. More than that, we will make efforts to make it clear that the mask has left the city. This might mean taking it out of the city temporarily. While we take it out, Wesley Davlin will be with us the whole time. After the 30 days of your imprisonment, you will be in secret taken from the jail cells. And Lord Keaton will accompany you. Lord Keaton will accompany you. He is our most seasoned traveller amongst us. He will accompany you north to Nevermelt with the mask, to act as your guide and to oversee your forthcoming adventures, your quest. That is our decision.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Fine.
Guards. And at that, the White Claw come forward and, although not roughly, take all of you by both your arms, and the judgment is immediately carried out. As you leave the hall, you are taken down many, many minutes it takes for you to descend into the bowels of the castle. This is really like a montage sequence as you are put in, shall we say, more comfortable jail cells, that you could barely really describe as a jail cell, but you are certainly interred deep underground in very rudimentary rooms, chambers for each of you to serve out the next 30 days before your eventual sneaking out of here. Just before that happens, Wesley, sort of just almost numb with like how this has all come about, bids you all a very earnest and caring farewell. Is there anything you want to say to Wesley?
Good luck. Keep it safe, I guess.
Contact me as soon as you're out.
Yeah. They're already going against their promise. They said as long as it's in danger, then we will guard it, and then immediately go back on that and say we can't guard it for 30 days. It's immediately against their promise.
Well, no, when they're taking it, so it's kept with you, but they have to take it to give the illusion, like for like a matter of hours, to give the illusion, if anyone is still tracking it, that it's leaving the city.
Oh, and they don't get it,
So they
And
would
then it's brought back.
to us in the jail cell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
I thought they
wait.
were taking it away.
So they're taking it to another, pretending to take it to another city.
They're making it seem, for anyone still tracking it, that it's now leaving the city.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Got it.
Then, so they don't tell you all these details, but for the sakes of montage, basically, Lord Carcelor, along with Cameron Dorspring, the wizard, and a contingent of guard, and Wesley Davlin, all appear to leave the city with it,
Okay,
right?
got it, yeah.
Then certain magics are cast when it's miles outside of the city,
Yeah.
and then it's safely brought back in,
Okay.
undetectable. Does that make
I
sense?
didn't know if it was being
No.
returned to us.
They had to give the illusion that it was leaving.
Got it.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is brought back. Who in which cell is looking
Oh,
after it?
we're in separate cells.
Separate cells.
Wait,
I'm having
did
it.
they pretend to take it to a place or just pretended to go?
They
to
just
the
wanted it
forest?
to look like it was leaving
They
the
did
city.
magic,
So
okay.
it's, I mean, it's grasslands outside the city. There's nothing for about 2 days' travel, so there's not much to take it.
Like normal, I'll have it.
Okay. You are kind of ordered not to use any kind of magic to try and escape from the cell.
Do we have cellmates?
Sorry?
Do we
Your
have
weakness
cellmates?
cell. I have Sprocket.
You do have Sprocket.
Oh, what the fuck is going on, by the way?
I don't know, mate. We're in a
Dude,
cell.
that was so heavy.
Yeah,
It's been such a heavy episode,
We're in a
man.
what?
It's been such a heavy episode.
Episode of what?
Like the
Every
whole event.
Tenday.
Emotional episode.
Yeah, it's an emotional episode. It's been so heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Okay.
We're in a cell now.
Oh, fuck this.
Yeah.
I've still got those little splits, though.
Great, let's go!
Let's go. Little split.
We eat loads
Okay.
of lickety splits.
Alright. Yeah, each day the mask, they do have to come and take it from you. So it's not always in your possession because the castings have to be done. Alright, so it is removed each day for various castings. But other than that. Okay, so as this session winds to a close, you find yourself imprisoned, blamed publicly for what went down here, and also as a result of that, once you leave the city, you won't be welcome back here.
What? That's fine, I don't really like this.
Because to those that are interested in such things, I love that noise you just made. Wait, what? I mean, you already kind of were, so I don't. It's just you're double wanted.
Wait, can we see if there's any events in our cells, or are our cells next to each other?
I'll say they are.
Hey, guys.
Do we have cellmates?
You have a cellmate.
Only you.
Who?
Why don't you tell me what you want?
I was hoping there'd be someone who got imprisoned in campaign 1. I don't know.
Who?
No.
Oh,
one's
okay.
going further.
You want an Easter egg?
Yeah.
No, you're just the one who-
Saria Sandrift is just saying, I fucking hate this. No, there's not. You are just in your cells alone. All right. So when we rejoin you on the next session, the 30 days in jail will have expired. Remember,
Okay.
to the people, the citizens of Metropole, you're forever jailed.
Yeah.
You're going to be,
Forever.
at the beginning of the next session, begins the stealth operation to get you from the city without being seen by anyone, along with Lord Keaton on your way up north
Who could have guessed?
to Nevermelt.
This castle is continuously, and reliably
That
making
Elwyn
terrible
said, Elwyn
judgments.
said,
Yeah.
Completely
Elwyn
unjust
stood
judgments.
there and said, he is a mind flayer, and they didn't care.
They still trust
No,
him.
it's the fact that we were in prison
And
for
they were
life.
like,
They want people to think we were in prison for life for a
Well,
dragon
your
attack.
current
we
characters don't
didn't-
know that, and he seemed fine to you.
Not to me.
But obviously,
talk
once
about
Wendell
you.
finds out, he's going to get
Oh.
a beheading scene.